Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Off Label Podcast. It is your weekly dose of sanity in an insane world. Today's going to be a little bit weird because me and Davey both are on location. We're out of town. Things are a little bit rough on our end, but we will manage today. We will be talking about of course, the bridge incident. Seems a little bit fishy. There's a lot going on with that. We'll get into that one as well. Apparently, Jon Stewart is guilty of the same thing that, well, he claims Trump is guilty of. We'll take a little bit of dive into that. Looks like Hasan Piker is losing his mind, and well, he's having his little fall from grace moment because people are looking away from him. They're not paying attention anymore, and we got a little bit of a repeat of 2020 going on, it seems, in Chicago, which is kind of worrisome. We'll take a little bit about a look at that as well. And the Rolling Stone has put out an article that it's kind of reminiscent of that Time magazine article, the shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election. Um, there's a there's a good little bit we need to actually get into about that one as well. And of course, our Rumble only section. Look, don't care about the man's divorce and everything, but there's a lot of shady things going on in the background of this Steven Crowder situation, and we're gonna take a look at that. We'll definitely be talking about that as well. But for right now, ladies and gentlemen, set facers to set facers to stupid. Let's go ahead and get started.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
What's up, Davey? How you doing?
Hi. This is just weird. I don't like the one screen. Now that I'm used to 3 screens, I feel naked and afraid.
Yeah,
This is just,
yeah.
I hope y'all can hear me.
Oh yeah, we could definitely hear you. But look, I'm struggling too because they don't have Yingling in my area, so I got Modelo, and I just realized these aren't twist tops, and I have no bottle opener.
Dude, you don't know how to use the you don't have anything metal on you?
I mean, I do.
You don't have a knife or anything like that? You just take the top of it, you hold the top right by the rim, you take the knife and you put it, or whatever you have that's metal, you put it right under, and you use the weight of your finger and you pop it open. I do with anything. I can open anything with something metal.
I'll figure it out. Anyway, I'll get it going. But yeah, it's all right. So
There's
look,
so much to talk about, and I feel I'm gonna do this with a shirt off. So I feel better. I feel naked. I feel
let's
naked.
yeah, let's not do that. I don't want to see the shirt off kind of thing. All right. But yeah, we both are. But we're both out of our normal habitats here. My ass is in Mississippi, and I hate it.
and I'm in Manhattan, Kansas. I'm in K-State territory, and I'm a KU fan. We have a house divided because Amanda is a K-State fan, so I actually had to go buy stuff, some K-State stuff, because she doesn't get here that often. So, yeah.
There should be a bottle opener in every fucking whatever. I'll figure it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it eventually. But
Hey,
yeah,
I'm telling you, just use the side of a use the side of a desk.
dude, the desk around it. It's not gonna work. But yeah, all right. So apparently, ladies and gentlemen, we're just gonna go ahead and hop into this. Apparently, a couple of days ago, there was the Singaporean ship that was named the Dolly that it left port in Baltimore, and a lot of weird things happened. Apparently, the ship lost power 2, 3 times, uh, and for whatever reason, it just started turning into a bridge, like into a support structure on a bridge. And a lot of things from this have still been unclear. A lot of people thinking like it's a cyber attack situation or maybe sabotage. Is complete accident. I mean, who knows what's really happening and what's really going on with this? But we're gonna go ahead and take a look at things here because it's a little weird. It really is. Let's go ahead and hit up this first little article here. And of course, everything's going to be off screen because I'm only dealing with one. I got my phone here to see chat. Maybe while I'm looking at things, Davey can handle the chat situation.
Yeah, I'll take care of the chat on the side. I'm trying to send it out to everybody so that way they can
But
hop
yeah,
on.
it says first one I wanted to bring up, of course, the New York Times live updates. A moment of silence in Baltimore honors bridge victims. Of course, this really doesn't say that much. It's just talking about the bridge, and what happened. I wanted to bring it up because there's officials say hazardous material aboard the crashed ship does not pose a threat. Apparently, this ship was handling hazardous material, and it took out the only bridge that they could use hazardous material on, or that they could transport hazardous material on land. Using a ship containing hazardous material to take out a bridge that contains hazardous material. It's a little weird. It goes on to say that the ship crashed in the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore this week was carrying 674 tons of hazardous materials, including some in containers that were damaged when the bridge collapsed.
Perhaps you haven't even drank
Collapsed.
it. You haven't
I
even
know.
drunk it yet.
I know. I'm still fucking. Oh, I almost got it. But yeah. Um, but it collapsed, raising fears about pollution and safety. The U.S. Coast Guard says there is no threat to the public from hazardous material with it, while environmental conservation groups in Baltimore have urged the public to report anything unusual in the water near the ship. There is 56 containers of hazardous materials among the 4,700 that the ship was carrying. 2 containers fell into the water and were missing, but neither contained hazardous materials. It's a little weird that this is actually happening with that because, okay, why was it carrying hazardous materials in the first place? That's a real question I have to know.
Well, because it's a seaport,
Right.
so it's a major thoroughway seaport kind of deal. But why was there? And I don't know because I have no idea. But why would there be no tugboat, nothing helping it, guiding it through that seaway with that much stuff? With the bridge, the ship containers were higher than the bridge.
I got it. Yeah, well, okay. From
So,
what I've been gathering, and I've been looking into this really, really, really closely because it's all kind of weird, and the
By
details
the way,
about it just
the
don't make sense.
first thing I said when I talked to when I told Amanda about this is Rich is going to do a deep dive, and she goes, "Oh yeah."
Well, you know me, man. I don't
I know.
believe anything from the Biden
Well,
administration. And as far as everything that's been going on, yeah, I'm looking at every single thing as some kind of nefarious thing.
well,
You
I put
know,
up so immediately. So I went on TikTok and I saw something and I put it out there, and I said, why is it that I automatically went to um what is the government trying to hide? That was the first thing I went to.
right?
And it sucks that that was the first thing that my mind went to. Like, what? Why? Why is it? Why is that the first thing my mind goes to? Is like, what is the government trying to hide from us?
Well, because if it's something fucked up, then yeah, it's supposed to cover up the news story of something else. But apparently, this time it wasn't any kind of cover up because nothing was really going on at that point in time. You know, even going through a whole bunch of like different articles and things like that, there was nothing in the background that would suggest that this was a cover up for something else. So, looking through that, it kind of worries me. Of course, this is like, what is it, the 14th most popular travel
Thoroughfare.
episode?
Yeah.
Yes. It is the 14th most popular, or most populated, most widely used, whatever you want to call it, the busiest, 14th most busiest port in the United States. Okay. Um, it's going to be down for a while because, well, the bridge is still in the water. They're still trying to clean that shit up.
They still haven't even gotten everybody from there.
No, no, they're actually still looking for people. Like this, it's already been 72 hours. You know damn well you're looking for bodies.
Yeah.
After a couple of hours, even if with the crew and everything on the that was on the bridge, there was a construction crew on the bridge. If anybody was in any vehicles, you're looking for bodies now. You know, after a couple of hours, you're already looking for bodies. There's no way you can do that.
So my first thought when I saw it was just like I was watching as it was gonna hit the bridge, right? And I'm just watching car pass, and I'm going, oh, oh, they're lucky. Oh, they're lucky. Like, how many
Right.
people were just like, the person who like just got off the bridge, who looked back and saw that, or the person who had just passed it like 2 minutes ago and was just like, holy shit. Like,
Final destination shit.
yeah, like for real though. Like, it's for real. Like, I just I was watching it and just watching cars pass, and I'm just like, lucky, 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 final destination.
Right.
You're fucked. I'm sorry, but
But
you are
no,
fucked, my friend.
let's actually just watch this little video real quick. Where is it? I think I got it here. Let me go to this tab, and of course, working with one damn screen is
Yeah,
a pain in the
it's
ass.
it's not cool. Like, I have this big TV in front of me, but I don't know where I put the dongle for the thing, so I can't. And then I have a 55-inch TV, so I'm gonna be like this, and
Right?
it's gonna be like a beam of sunlight right in my face.
This is adorable. All right, Amanda.
I like how she started on Twitch and then she's now on YouTube.
Right, she's just bouncing everywhere. But let's see. Let's go ahead and cut this video a little bit here.
And the National Transportation Safety Board. They're here to investigate. CBS's Chris Van Cleve reports on the timeline of the incident and a similar accident that took place more than 4 decades ago.
By daybreak, the force of the collision was clear. Pieces of the mangled Francis Scott Key Bridge and crushed cargo containers littered the deck of the Dolly. But the first sign of trouble here when the lights flickered.
That's 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 the first thing that got me. Like I can understand like a power failure or something like that. That's fine as far as that goes. But as it goes on, it gets very, very, very suspicious.
Yeah.
And went out on board. The giant ship had lost its engine. its electronics, and much of its ability to steer, leaving it on a collision
When it comes
course.
back on, okay, it's just going to keep skipping. But when it comes back on, it starts immediately turning towards the the
Well,
uh,
they
the
they
beam.
they they put the anchor down to try to, which is weird. Like, I don't know. It's just all. And listen, to be honest with you, it could just be all everybody freaked out. You had people that just didn't know what they were doing. They freaked the fuck out, and they were just like, "Let's just throw the anchor, see if that works." And I don't know, whatever has.
Well, I mean, it could be. It could actually just be a straight up 100% accident. But
But
I'm not too sure about that though.
yeah, I listen. I completely understand that. I completely get it because why would we be? And then all of a sudden, and then Joe Biden's talking about how this is on the government. This is not on us to fix. This is on. So I saw somebody did a deep dive, and the person who's technically on the hook for this is Marsk, Maersk. They're the ones
Yeah.
who own the boat.
Oh, do I not have? Did I not have the? Come on.
What are you missing?
The actual. Okay, here it is. The actual real video of that, as far as that goes. Share this tab instead.
It's just before 1:30 in the morning, and the 985-foot Dali container ship is heading for the open sea.
Port all traffic on the Key Bridge. There's a ship approaching, has just lost their steering. So until you get that under control, we got to stop all traffic.
The ship had lost power and was veering straight into one of the bridge's pylons.
And that one doesn't.
Hey, wait. So wait,
That
wait,
one
wait, wait,
cuts
wait, wait, wait.
into-
Don't touch it.
what?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. So you see on the top left corner, the go put your cursor right there. Everybody's saying that's an explosion.
That's power lines breaking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking that, and then they marked the one in the middle, and then the other side. So everybody's trying to be like this. Oh, conspiracy. Why is this like? Because that's what I hear too. And it's like the problem is that certain people want to make everybody who's a conspiracy theorist into a crazy person, right?
Yes.
And there's a lot of people who are conspiracy theorists that just will look at things and go, well, okay, that makes sense. But they want to take, because now all of a sudden everybody's going, look at all these conspiracy crazy people. They think that there was bombs and everything. Like, no, like you're just going with the fucking 2% of people. Once again, you're going with the 2% of people who are kind of trying to go as far as possible with it. But a lot of people are just like, wait, so just let's see what the fuck this is about. I mean, because
Damn it.
there's so many things that just don't seem right. Like I said, it was bigger than the bridge. Yet, does that bridge go up and down at all, or no?
I don't think so. Because if it did, then they would have had it raised
Yeah.
already if that was
And
the point.
where are the pilot boats? That was another thing.
That
It's a-
one, as far as like tugboats and everything are concerned, there was tugboats that got it turned around, that got it started on its way, and they pulled off. I guess once everything got started, because they did call for tugboats. They were calling for help at that point in time when they first lost power, and that was way before they even started turning.
So okay, so they lost power before they started even turning.
Oh yeah, they lost power like literally 3 different times. I'm trying to find the whole little thing on that.
Okay, because
I
that's
might have
what I
accidentally closed it.
because I know they lost. I mean, we literally in the video we see it lose power twice.
Right.
So I didn't know it was 3 times, but even like I don't I that whole swing right into the main one of the main holes or beams into that bridge is what really gets me. You know what
Right.
I mean? That last minute, like, and that's a big boat, so it takes a lot of fucking power to turn that thing. But then again, if they if they if they threw the anchor on the we're looking at this, so it's the right hand side. If they threw the anchor on the right hand side, how did it not pull it like this way instead of this? Like, you know what I mean? It pulled it what
Well,
would seem as the opposite direction.
well, see, all right, you're talking about roughly around 96,000 tons in
Hmm.
that. Okay, that thing's not going to turn on the dime. Even with an anchor down, even one anchor, both anchors on both sides, they're going to have to dig in first.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a minute to even get it to move. The fact that it turned, even if they dropped the anchor as soon as it started to turn, but it almost jackknifed into the side. It was turning way too much, and then the power comes back on. You can see it kind of even out,
Yeah.
and then it hits. But
I-
I don't think the anchors. There wasn't enough time for the anchors to actually kick in and even drag it that way, because all it was doing was just hitting the bottom of the seafloor. Even if it reached the seafloor, it doesn't really make any sense. And I'll tell you why here in a second. But I did want to bring this up. I don't know why this is fucking weird.
You
But
you're gonna say
apparently,
you're gonna tell us why the fail safes end?
well, hold on.
Okay.
Apparently, BBC has employed Quasimodo.
And now, of course, the bridge was named after
What the
Francis.
fuck is this? Dude's
Listen,
fucking eye is lower on one side than the other.
listen, there is a diversity hire section at the BBC, so they have to have like a handicap section too. So DEI has gotten way worse than we even imagined.
Oh Jesus! Like, hold on. Look at his eyes.
Yeah.
Like one is drooped. I,
That
I
looks
saw
like
this and I had to bring it up. I was like, this is just gonna be fun. But
that looks like Kevin from the Office's brother. I made chili. Anybody want a bowl of chili?
no, there was one. Let me find it in this video. This is this dude actually brings up some good points in this, as far as that goes. Let me see. Share this tab instead. I want y'all to hear a little bit of this, because this is the reporting on this is even weirder.
You can see on screen is from the NTSB team on board as they start their investigations. Now you can see the mooring platform where the crew would have dropped that anchor from in the footage. Just seconds before the impact, the crew were right there, standing there, trying to get that anchor lowered.
Now you want to talk about some Final Destination shit? Seriously, talk about they were standing on the fucking deck trying to get that anchor lowered, and it is undamaged. Like, that's some act of God shit. That's just what? Somebody was looking out for something, you know?
I'm just still at a loss for words at this whole situation. I just don't even. I don't know, man. I don't like it. It did, but once again, it's like there's so many things. Like that's a major thoroughfare, right? With a lot of shit that goes to the Midwest,
Right.
and a lot of shit that goes throughout the United States. And all of a sudden now it's down. Like DC, that's isn't that a major bridge in and out of DC?
Um, from the Maryland area. Yeah, yeah, it is.
So like that's like there's
Eh,
so much shit that's going to happen because of this, and so much shit that's not going to happen because of this. And it just once again, I'm sorry for people who just believe whatever the fucking news tells you. There's something up. There's something fucking weird about this. There's something terribly weird about this whole situation.
Right. I mean, even my wife brought it up to me. She's just like, when this happened, we were talking about the whole thing, and she was talking, how just like you brought up, that kind of does go into DC. There's a lot of traffic to and from DC from the Baltimore, Maryland area, She asked, "Do you think they're cutting off DC?" And I was like, honestly,
That,
I wouldn't deny it. I mean,
that
I'm
was
not going to
my
sit here and say no.
that was my oh, that looks creepy. That was my first thought, was that they're cutting off DC for the election. They're
Yeah, I mean,
starting,
you still got way too many entrances in DC, but
but you start now.
yeah,
You start now, and then little by little, something happens. All of a sudden, now you have major construction on another part of an entrance into DC. You have a major construction. They're going to do whatever they can to quote unquote stop another January 6th insurrection. If 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 he loses, they're doing everything they fucking can to get him
even if
to
he
lose.
wins, though, even if he wins, I mean,
Well, I
how you
mean,
gonna get in there if they cut off DC?
you have Biden sitting there saying that we're going to be here until it's finished. You're having him, the government now. Once again, what happened to the infrastructure plan? All that money for the infrastructure plan. Now we still have to now we have to send more money to Baltimore. But what happened to the infrastructure? Why,
Oh
why
yeah,
aren't they using that money for that?
yeah, we're paying for this.
Yeah,
I mean,
we should
immediately
be.
Joe Biden was just like, "Hey, we're going to go ahead and start rebuilding this immediately off the taxpayer dime. Shouldn't we find out who did it? Nah, don't worry about it. We're just
Yeah,
going to go ahead and just start throwing money at it."
and like I said, Mosk or whatever Morsk is the company. Their insurance should be paying for this. This should be from them.
Could your insurance afford that though? You're talking about billions of dollars.
Listen, they're gonna have to come up with it. That's not. But why is so? Then why is that on us? Why is that our problem? They fucked up. You think I'm gonna? You think if I fuck up my car and because I have a $1 billion Maserati or a fucking Lamborghini, my insurance company is not gonna have to either fit the bill or I'm gonna have to pay out of pocket for some of it? Sorry.
Oh, you're
Y-
gonna pay out the pocket anyway,
Yeah,
but $1 billion fucking car, nobody's gonna insure that. As far as bridges and things, I don't even know how that works.
I don't know either, but still, once again, it shouldn't be on our fucking dime. It shouldn't be on our back because a company fucked up. You want to talk about taxing the rich or making the billionaires and millionaires pay their share fair? Make these motherfuckers pay for this bridge. They fucked it up.
Oh, I
But
would
once,
wholeheartedly agree with that.
but once again, we're on the fucking dime for it.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's just more and 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 more fucking money that we don't have. This motherfucker, I almost punched the screen the other day because this geriatric fuck was sitting there going, "Oh, we're gonna send another $300 million to Ukraine because that's legally all I can do without getting Congress's approval." Hey, fuckface, we have a border crisis. Why don't you
Yep.
take care of the 300 million at the border? Do something with that instead. But no, they fucking want to just keep giving money to other countries. And dude, it's becoming, people are getting more and more pissed off, and this is why. Look, look, look,
Hold on.
look.
What is that? Okay.
My fucking neck is bulging right now. Look, look, the veins are going.
Uh
It
oh.
just, I'm
We gonna get
fucking,
that forehead one today.
dude. It's just fucking enraging. Like we're on the fucking hook for it. And it's not our fucking problem, and you keep giving away our money, and more people are coming up. More and more people are going, "What the fuck is going on?" And they're just doing it in front of their faces. And when people are starting to fucking say something about it, they get labeled as crazy, and all of a sudden it becomes like, I know we're talking about the bridge thing, but this whole fucking Jon Stewart thing, this whole
Yeah.
fucking Jon Stewart thing, like these people are just fucking stupid,
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
dude. These
That's gonna be
people,
fun.
like, I don't understand. Like, I get it, but like, this is not us. This is not on fucking the American tax dollar. This is not.
No, no, it's not. But hold on. I want to go through this a little bit more with this because this dude does bring up a lot of good points in this.
Again, lucky there were no fatalities on board this ship, because as you can see the bridge has collapsed
Oh,
straight
that
onto that
boat is
area.
fucked.
Now, according to the Associated Press, the Coast Guard has downloaded the voyage data recorder information and sent it to the NTSB, which is using this to build a timeline of what led to the crash, and a preliminary report is expected in the coming weeks. Now, Singapore.
I bet you they give up something like a little minnow got into one of the ports and fucked up something. I mean, would you expect anything less than that?
No.
Somehow a little minnow got into one of the little intake ports and it fucked up the rotor or something. I'm pretty sure that's going to be what they tried to play. Okay, maybe not a minnow, but you get what I'm saying. Something fucked up some of the rudder, one of the rudders or some shit like that is what they're going to say.
It was a minnow. A
But
minnow
yeah,
got into the rotor.
This gets a little bit weird the way, he's just some of the things, the details in this, the way he gives it off, it sounds fucked up.
Singapore also plans to carry out its own investigation. The vessel was flagged in Singapore, but they said it's more to do with.
See, gross tonnage is 95,128, almost 96,000 tons. So you're not going to get that when you're carrying that much weight. Like, put it this way, it's Newton's 69th law. Okay, if you got a huge fuck you weight barreling down, the chances of stopping are no. All right, that's what it is. That much fucking weight moving around, the chances of stopping or even turning at all is none. Not that quickly. So I don't think dropping the anchors would have fucking worked. The anchors would have had to have had a long time to catch and a long time to just drag on the seafloor. So dropping the anchor wouldn't have worked anyway.
Identifying lessons for the future rather than to determine liability. Now, a Ukrainian man who was listed on a maritime jobs database as captaining Dali for about 5 months in 2016 is being blamed for the incident online. This man was not the captain on board. He worked on there in
Pause for a
2016.
second.
He's not the captain on board there now.
You're a fucking news reporter. Don't fucking roll your eyes. Just tell me the fucking news. Stop editorializing. I don't want your fucking opinion. We're an entertainment show. We just give you information. I can say this fucker has a small pecker and then roll my eyes like he's a fucking douchebag. We're an entertainment show. You're supposed to be the fucking news. I don't want your editorial.
Well, see, I think this dude's the same thing. This comes from Super Yacht News. Okay, so this is some dude just doing this kind of thing too. So
I take it
mean,
back. He's just a cunt, just like us.
right?
Proceed.
Now, the Dali's captain and the crew are all from India. Synergy Marine.
See, this is what I wanted to touch on. There are 22 crew on board, all from India. Wait a minute. Throughout every other reporting, they were saying 21 people. Synergy Marine Group says there's 22 on board. Huh? So there's somebody missing.
Group, the company that manages the ship, said in the statement is that there are 22 crew on board, all from India, according to that company that owns the vessel. The NTSB gave a slightly different number of 21 crew on board. Not quite sure. Maybe they were saying there's the captain and 21 crew. That's a possibility. There are also 2 pilots on board, local qualified captains who help guide vessels safely in and out of the ports. They were navigating. They would have been in command whilst the vessel was going out to sea. Now,
there's another thing too. I just actually, let's go back a little bit. You see this right next to the dude here, this little circular thing?
Yeah.
That's one of those, I guess you could say, like a bumper stop kind of thing.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that raised on the other side? If there was a problem and they knew about it beforehand, why was that not raised on the other side of that pillar?
Is there one on the other side of the pillar?
Yes. There's one on either side of those pillars. Why is that the only the only fail-safe to that in the first place, because I mean, like the support structure just literally sits in the water. There's nothing around it except for those two bumpers on either side. And they do raise up a little bit. You know, they raise up a 5-10 feet, something like that. Why did that not raise? It doesn't make any sense.
It was the folly on everybody's errors. That's why it was just. It's easy to tell you that everybody made a mistake, and it hit the bridge and collapsed. That's the only reason. You just conspiracy theorists are crazy people.
Well, see, here's a little trip thing. It leaves the port at 1 a.m., right? And they get it turned around. Now, 96,000 tons, like I said, that's a huge turnaround loop, right?
Yeah.
First responders call to stop traffic at 1:27 a.m. Somewhere around in here. Can I zoom in or? Yeah. See. This first veer off point was when they lost power. The first time they lost power at this point.
What's that other line? That other red line?
Oh,
is that
I guess how they came in? I don't know. Yeah, that's probably how it. No, that's the. Yeah, I guess that's how they came in.
So what veer off? So yeah.
But
So that's
right here. See, it's supposed to be a straight line, and then it just slightly curves to what would be right on the screen. See, it just slightly curves out this way, and then comes back in when they catch roughly around right here.
Yeah,
they catch power again.
It's supposed to follow the same line as it came in, then it went out.
Roughly around that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then it loses power again right here, and then makes a hard fucking turn. And then again, right here, they call for it to stop traffic because they have no power. They can't control shit. And it turns even harder. Like, even with a current or anything like that within the water, there's not going to be that much of a sway with 96,000 fucking tons. That purposely had to be done. Now, maybe it's, they were trying to correct a little bit, and while they were turning the boat, they lost power again. But it makes no sense because they got it back. They should have been able to correct a little bit more. But it just bothers me. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and Decoy Voice actually had a good breakdown of this. With the way he talks about this, and he makes good points too.
Singaporean cargo ship, the Dali, departs the Seagirt Marine Terminal in Baltimore. At 1:26 a.m., the Dali loses power, but as it returns...
That is not the first power loss. That is the second one.
They turn right into the Baltimore Bridge's support beam.
You can see it right there. That was a hard turn when they lost power.
Yeah.
That was not that was not a current. You could actually see it turn at that point in time when they lost that power.
The Dali loses power, but as it returns, they turn
quickly.
Right Baltimore Bridge.
Yeah,
they turn quickly into
quick fucking right, with power still on.
Right.
His support beam accelerates, then loses power again, and blows directly into the beam, causing it to collapse in a mass casualty incident.
Yo! What the?
Now,
by the way, okay, I love how they can get this fucking bridge from every fucking angle, but we still can't get a UFO clear picture, all right? They have this motherfucking boat. I've seen under the boat. I've seen fucking on top of the boat. I've seen fucking every angle that this boat hit that fucking pillar. I still haven't seen a clear picture of Sasquatch or a UFO. Go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. But this is actually like the actual layout of how this went. And I found this, and apparently I actually got off the tab. But yeah, this is the actual route as far as how it was laid out.
Just the
Even
path the
without
Dolly
power,
took,
you're
which
supposed to hold on. Even without power, you're supposed to be able to steer those ships. I haven't looked up the year of the ship, but newer ships that are a decade old still have a failsafe to control cargo ships that lose power.
Yeah. But it takes that hard turn. As soon as they get power on, it takes that hard turn and it makes no sense. But yeah, this is the route here. And it does show the little tugboats. You will actually see like a little triangle pull off of the. Let me see if I can get a better picture of it. But you'll see one of the triangles pull off from the dolly.
Train Time Live shows us the path the
See,
Dolly
there it
took,
is.
which is puzzling as to why, even in a power failure, would the ship turn at just the last moment directly into the support beam. As the internet is now calling this incident a perfect strike, with the rescue crews showing us the massive destruction during their early morning search missions, and the aftermath in the morning displays the bridge has
See, there is. Well, we'll bring it up in
fully
another
collapsed into the sea.
because he
As
brings
this
it
will
up.
now impact practically all shipping in the Maryland area for years, the feds are now investigating.
The FBI, on very first, looking at
Ow.
and assessing this matter from an investigative standpoint, I want to be clear that there is no specific or credible information to suggest that there are ties to terrorism in this incident.
So
That's what gets me too. You know, with the whole. Let me go back here. With the whole. Okay, you're on the side here. With the whole you know, we found out as soon as 9/11 happened, within hours, we knew who, what, when, why, where, how. Okay, we already knew all that information beforehand, but put that away in your mind. For everything, we already know what happens immediately. And of course, with our government and everything the way it is, the fact that it was reported, this isn't a terrorist incident, we know it's not, it's just an accident. Bitch, I know you're lying.
Yeah.
You have to be, because there's no way in hell this thing is going to immediately catch power again and then turn. Hard fucking turn. Twice.
But they always that's their default answer anyway. You know, their default answer is it's not a terror attack, and then eventually, well, yeah, maybe it was. Like they just come out and they say that, and then they correct it. Nobody gives a shit. And they're just like, oh well.
Right.
And just to clarify, ships built in the last decade are all digital. Even if they spin the wheel, it won't go off course. Listen to me. She fucking said that, right? And she said the last decade. I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, like, and she asked me this the other day. I go, last decade, yeah, probably like the 90s. No, the last decade is 2014, 2013, 2014. I was like iPhone 8. So yeah. So yeah. So she's not wrong. Like the last decade, everything has been like, I mean, even shit. All cars made after what, 2012 have a backup camera. Were mandated to have a backup camera in it.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah. I mean, she's most likely absolutely correct.
Well, except the basic bottom line bullshit. Like those don't have them still. Like you'll never see a Kia Rio with a backup camera
Yeah,
unless
you
it's
will.
like an
Yeah.
optional package part.
No. All cars after 2012 were mandated to have a backup camera in it. Yeah.
I know a coworker who's got a 2015 without a backup camera.
What kind?
Ford.
Really?
Yeah.
I could have swore it was after. It might have been 2015 then. There's a year that the cars had to be. They were mandated to have backup cameras in it.
I'm gonna start working on getting my second beer open while we're doing this. I haven't finished the first one, but as long as it's taken, fuck. Oh, never mind. That just happened immediately.
But yeah, I don't.
But the fact that it catches power, power comes back on. They take that hard turn and accelerate.
Yeah.
There's no sign of it trying to turn any other direction except towards that pillar. Why would you accelerate? I could understand like trying to reverse engine kind of thing, but you accelerate. What is the point of that? Even with 96,000 tons, like I said, you're not turning even that bad. The faster you go, the harder it's going to be to turn that boat. You know, you're not going to be able to turn it on a dime the faster it goes. It's like
Oh, that
turning
guy.
an 18-wheeler on a dime with it doing 100 miles an hour. Well, okay, 70. You know,
The bill's supposed to go into effect. All new cars built after 2017.
okay, 2017, that makes more sense.
Try to do it with the system park too. Okay. I
Yeah.
knew it was, but still, it's still like 7 years ago. Like I mean, yeah, but I don't know, but you know, and then everybody had to make it about race. I just don't. The
Even
fucking
Pete Buttigieg did it.
when Fox News was just like, yeah, Maria Bartiromo was sitting there going, yeah, you know, well, all the migrants that are coming in, and I'm just like, guys, can we not? Can we
This
not?
has this has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with illegal immigration. It has nothing to do with that. But Pete Buttigieg is like, yeah, you know, if you build a bridge and it's too low for buses that are mainly black and brown people and they can't get through, obviously it was built with racism in mind. What the fuck?
Hold on. But
Like,
this
I can actually even bring that shit up.
here, hold on. I was gonna show this one because, of course, the wonderful Joy Reid, you know, because it's
Out of my heritage and who I am and where I come from scares them because me being at my position means that their way of thinking, their way of life of being comfortable and suffering, and while everyone else suffers, is going to be at risk, and they should be afraid because that's my purpose in life. Very proud of
yes.
my heritage.
So the mayor of Boston is very upset because he thinks that, you know, this happened because of racism, and they don't want to see him succeed as a black man mayor. I you cannot make this shit up. By the way, you want to talk about corrupt, you know, you want to talk about being everybody's being held down. Yeah, this is the Baltimore politicians.
And you're talking about an area that's like 60% black anyway. So,
But
like, why are you screaming racism with a majority black?
I don't know. I don't know why, how race has to do with the fucking fact of a boat fucking slamming into the side. Like, why are we doing this? Why can't we just fucking figure out what the fuck happened? Why this happened with the boat instead of just going straight to the race baiting? Like, this is what I mean. People, stop watching the fucking news. Watch us. We do a better job. But
I
like,
mean, I'm not going to scream racism over this. You know, that's some dumb shit. It really is, and it just goes to show you where the priorities lie with this kind of thing, though.
it's,
Let
it's
me let me bring this up real quick, just to show y'all. I'm not fucking playing around. Pete Buttigieg said it.
Was constructed such that a bus carrying mostly black and Puerto Rican kids to a beach, or it would have been in New York, was designed too low for it to pass by. That obviously reflects racism that went into those design choices.
I'm sorry, suck what?
he's not wrong. Okay.
Oh,
The-
he's definitely wrong.
No, he's not wrong. In Long Island, they did. I forget. It's the I forget what it the what major thoroughway to whatchamacallit, what beach it was. But yeah, in Long Island, they made the overpasses lower so that way buses couldn't get to certain beaches, so minorities couldn't get to certain beaches. Unfortunately, they didn't get it low enough for the Honda Accords that were going to the beach also. So,
Well, see, even in this though, it says the Clay Diamond thing. Um, Executive Director and General Counsel, American Pilots Association. The pilot did everything that he could have done to slow the ship down and keep it from veering towards the bridge pillar. Yet they sped up and turned towards it even more. Like, the reporting on this makes absolutely no damn sense. In every bit of it, there's no way. And I just accidentally closed that motherfucker. But anyway, even in they were talking about how, you know, he's was saying, yeah, the anchor did drop on the port side, which is the opposite side of where they hit. But the chain was straight down. Like, it wasn't, if it was actually catching and trying to slow down or anything, it would have drawn back.
Yeah.
You know, because it's dragging. But the chain was straight down. So either it did not hit the sea floor, or, I mean, that's the only thing. It did not hit the sea floor at all.
They didn't drop until they almost hit the bridge.
Even then, it still wouldn't have been vertical, though.
No,
it would have been at an angle. If it hit the sea floor, it still would have drug. Even if it drug along the ground,
No,
the chain still would have been at an angle.
By the way, you want to talk about? I was watching the video that was sent out of when they were going by the boats. I don't know what it is in me. I don't know what it is, but seeing that, like that large structure in the water, the boat in the water, gives me anxiety. I don't know what it is. Like I have a fear of like looking under the boat. You know what I mean? Like I look at the boat and see how big it is, and I don't know. I get fucking scared when I see like things underwater that are not supposed to be underwater. Like watching that, like those pieces of bridge hanging out. Like just, I was like, just watching the video, but I don't know. It does something to me. Just makes my like the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Like, and I know the boats are supposed to be underwater a certain amount, but just like looking at it from that angle, I'm just like,
But yeah, I mean, it really makes no sense as far as to how this goes. You know, 22 people on board, but everybody's reporting 21. Who's the missing person?
well, like the guy said, it could have been the 21 plus the captain. You know, which is 22. Some people say 22. Some people say 21 plus captain. That's what That's what it could have been.
But in every reporting and everything, they don't say like the captain plus 21. They say 21 people. And everywhere you read this, as far as mainstream media news, it's 21 people. But yet the Synergy group, or whatever the hell they were, said there was 22. We're missing a person.
Maybe it was the Hulk. They were doing experiments. There was a lot of fucking hazardous material on that place.
And for it to lose power, to come back on, make a hard turn, lose power again, come back on, and then make another hard turn towards the pillar. And like Amanda said, there's so many fail safes. Why did only half of them work?
Yeah, that's the part that gets me. Like that hard fucking right at the end. And just how big of a boat that is and how much it takes to fucking move. Like they didn't, I don't know if they still do, but they tell you if you fall off a cruise ship,
yeah,
goodbye. You're fucked. Because by the time they turn around in the fucking giant ocean, by the time they turn around,
you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead, and it's hours. So for that kind of fucking boat to take that fucking sharp turn like it was a Maserati of fucking boats is just it doesn't seem right.
You're talking about they left the port at 1 a.m. Okay, they lost power the first time at around 1:25 or so, somewhere around there. Everybody's reporting 1:27. They actually lost power 3 different times. Okay, the first one was around 1:24, 1:25. The second one is roughly around 1:27. That's what everybody's reporting on. And then it takes that turn. Which means I'm thinking to myself, now, cyber attack? I don't see it.
Wait a minute.
I really don't. But I do think that was sabotage.
This is also what I don't understand is now those propellers are fucking huge. This is not like a tiny little putter boat propeller. Those propellers are huge. So it takes a good couple minutes to get it to fucking go, even if it's going. Like it stops, but even to get it going again from even halfway to get it to do that,
They had to have been running when they lost power. When they lost power, it still had to have been running, which would signify, especially when they lost power, that something's going on. They fought to get everything back up. They got it back up, and again they lose power again, and then as soon as it comes back on, it veers hard. Like, it makes no sense.
yeah, I don't.
Unless it was, the only way I can think of is either it was an intentional kind of thing, or there was sabotage going on. Somebody, the missing person that was on that boat, might have been the saboteur.
just cuts the line and jumps off.
Well, not only cuts the line.
He's
I
got
mean, the dude's probably in the control center in the ship, just like, cutting power.
Listen,
and,
can I just think
messing
fucking
with shit.
Can I just think fucking Jack Sparrow just fucking cut it with his knife, threw his knife in his mouth, and just jumped off the boat? Was just like, and I was without all, and that was without any rum. Dun, 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 dun. He's gone.
Just because the lights turn off doesn't mean it loses control. Yes, but to see that happen, it cuts off, cuts back on, cuts off again, and as soon as it cuts back on, there's that sharp turn. Either that was intentional or that was sabotage. Nothing else makes sense. Nothing about this makes it look like an accident.
Listen,
a Singaporean ship with all Indian fucking people, one person unaccounted for, and everything except for the dude that reported there was 22 people. Maybe he might have made a mistake. I don't know. But the fact that we're missing a person is concerning.
Well, I mean, just like they could probably, like you said, it's probably all electrical. They have the fail safe. So maybe, like, it could be, like you said, sabotage. Maybe somebody did fucking take the steering column or whatever. It's a fucking boat, so I don't know what it is. But they took the steering wheel on the boat and jacked it all the way to one side. And when the fucking thing just turned on, the captain wasn't able to turn it back, and it just fucking yeah, it could have been fucking sabotage. Listen, we're never gonna find out the real answer, to be honest with you, and it's just gonna go in speculation, and then the news is gonna tell us something, and half of us are gonna go, oh, and the other half are gonna go, fuck you, fuck you.
This tiny little clownfish got up in the propeller and fucked everything up. Nope. Oh, that happened. They reported. No, fuck you. All right, no, nope.
It was fake news. Fake news said. Shut up. Shut the fuck up.
The only way I'm gonna believe that is if some kind of like megalodon or fucking giant squid attack the boat. All right, 96,000 fucking tons. There is no way.
It was Nancy Pelosi's huge tits. That's what did it.
Well, that I would probably believe too. But I think that would stop the boat.
Either that, it was the fucking alien that was in Paul Pelosi's house when he got hammered in the head. You're the devil.
Dude, that still fucking freaks me the fuck out. Why was there that growling sound? You can hear Paul Pelosi fucking snoring, and then you got in the background. Like, what the fuck?
Maybe it was P. Diddy. I think P. Diddy was there.
And then Nancy Pelosi has her fucking house, has a, an exorcism on her house a couple of days afterwards. Like, what the fuck? But yeah. All right, you want to talk about some more stupid shit? Let's talk about some more stupid shit. Ladies and gentlemen, Jon Stewart benefited by 829% overvalue of his New York home,
dude,
even as he labels Trump's civil case not victimless.
My favorite thing about all this shit is you have people who have no fucking idea what they're talking about arguing about all of this shit.
Dude.
This is a cover-up. Something else happened. There's going to happen, and this is a distraction. Everyone just saying should be paying attention. Yeah, she's right. She's absolutely right.
Yeah, well, I mean,
She's
everybody's going to be talking about this for a while, and there's going to be a lot of things missing from the news.
Yeah.
Guaranteed a lot of things missing.
P. Diddy. But
I
yeah,
don't think
no,
it's a cover up for that because everybody knows about that shit, dude.
it's just.
Hey! Let me ask you a question before we get off into this one. All the pedophile rings that we've seen busted, including the one at Disney with like 22 people in that same board member meeting and everything like
Yeah.
that, could they be going after the Epstein client list before they release it?
P. Diddy's an alien. I mean,
makes sense.
It does, but what really fucking pisses me off is everybody fucking knew it. Corey fucking Feldman has been telling people for fucking years that this has been going on, and you have Babas telling everybody, you can't say that. You can't say things like that because you're gonna get in trouble. You can't say. And now all of a sudden, everybody's coming out with, "Oh yeah, we all knew something was going on." But
Mel Gibson fucking said it a long time ago, and everybody called his ass crazy.
Once again, another conspiracy theories that's coming true. You fuck around with the establishment, and they will fucking go after you. Look at everybody who they've turned on. Every fucking person. Everybody knew what was going on with Diddy. Everybody knew what was going on with R. Kelly. Everybody knew what was going on with Weinstein. Everybody knew all this shit was going on. And they fucking turned a blind eye. And those are the motherfuckers that everybody should be mad at. It shouldn't be. It should be the people who perpetrated it, but it should also be fucking Oprah, the Obamas, fucking even Trump if he fucking knew about it. All these motherfuckers knew this shit was going on, and nobody said a fucking word. Even The Rock. Fuck The Rock. If The Rock knew about it, The Rock, John Cena, all the motherfuckers. If they knew about fucking Vince McMahon, they all should have fucking said something.
Yeah.
So all those motherfuckers should also go under the fucking boat, under that boat too, because it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. Whoopi Goldberg, all those fucking assholes knew all this shit was going on, and didn't say a fucking word.
Hail deplorables! What's up, Polar Bear? You late as hell.
All these motherfuckers knew all this shit was going on, and nobody fucking the whole fucking Nickelodeon thing. Like, come on,
no. The whole Nickelodeon thing we already fucking knew. You had Jeanette McCurdy that actually said shit. You had what was her name? The That's So Raven girl, Simone Biles.
Simone Biles, yeah. No, not Simone Biles. Simone Biles. That's Simone something, but Simone Biles is a gymnast.
Yeah, well, whoever the fuck. The Simone chick, That's a Raven chick, she said shit.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people said shit about what was going on with these kids.
By the way,
the Corey Feldman,
where has she been?
Brothers.
Where has she been at since after she said something? After she spoke up about all these people, where the fuck did she go? Oh, they just bye-bye.
Disappeared. But yeah, it's.
But it goes along. It goes along with this bullshit. Sorry. It goes along with this Jon Stewart bullshit.
But it says comedian Jon Stewart ranted this week that Donald Trump's civil real estate case overvaluing his properties was not victimless. I'm sorry, it was victimless. If it was an actual crime, it was victimless because nobody was harmed. The banks actually fucking made more money than they actually loaned out. There was nobody that was harmed in this. Yet when it came to his own home, Stewart benefited from a similar inflation. On Monday night, Stewart, 61, unpacked Trump's $454 million appeal bond, which was actually dropped down to $175 million, and everybody's counting that as a win. I'm sorry, it's not a win. It's not. There should have been no reason for it in the first damn place because everybody does this. It's like, even with houses, you know, if you buy a home yourself, you look at the assessed market value of it, and then you look at what they're selling it for. What they sell it for is usually above assessed market value. I mean, what would be the point of buying a house to just turn around and sell it years later for the same amount? It makes no damn sense. That's not how real estate works.
But not only that, you're going off once again. First of all, New York's the most corrupt fucking city, one of the most corrupt cities out there. They make you. Hey, what up, Joe? They make you pay for airspace. Let's just put it in that fucking. Let's put it in that context first of all, okay? Can we? Let's put it in this context. You can't. You have to buy the airspace above your fucking building to build up.
Which makes no fucking sense.
Because there's no land, because you can't build out. You can only build up. So you have to buy air above you. Like, so, and then what everybody is going, what you have these fucking TikTok idiots, and that's what they are. They're TikTok idiots. I know, I'm part of them. But anyway, these TikTok idiots fighting and going back, well, Trump said, do you understand the value of the house and the tax assessment are two totally fucking different things? It's not, oh, your house was bought at $18 million, so your taxes are based off of $18 million. No, that's not what the fuck it is. The town assesses what you owe in taxes, and a town assesses what the taxes are on that property, and you owe a percentage of it every year. It's not like, it's not whatever you pay for it and then you pay the tax. No. It's what it's assessed at. So you have all these fucking idiots going, well, you should have paid $18 million, you know. And it's like, no, you fucking idiots. That's not how it happens. But you've got people arguing back and forth about how much 18 million. And it's just like, it's so. And then you try to explain that to them, and they don't fucking want to understand it. And they're just like, he's guilty. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. That's fine. But if he's not a guilty piece of shit. Once again, Arthur Engeron, and by the way, continue to read the article because I want to tell you what I heard Tim Pool say about what Arthur Engeron should do, what they should do because of the precedent it set, and put it in front of Arthur Engeron and see. Go ahead, continue.
It says to further his point, Stewart argued that the money isn't infinite. A loan that goes to the liar doesn't go to someone who's giving a more honest evaluation. So the system becomes incentivized for corruption. Stewart also contended that failing to declare a higher market value on property while paying taxes based on lower assessed value constitute fraudulent behavior. The Attorney General of New York that came to Trump's property values were inflated because when it came time to pay taxes, Trump undervalued the same properties, Stewart added. It's all part of a very specific real estate practice known as lying. Well, if that's the case, well, we got it right here too, isn't it? Yeah. His market assessed value on his home was $748,452. But he sold this fucking property for $17.5 million. And the dude he sold it to sold it off a couple of years later for something like $14 million. He lost like $4 million out on the whole deal. So Jon Stewart fucked somebody over of $4 million. Not to mention the fact that he sold it for 17.5, but the property value is $750,000. And again, we'll go back to this because, well, I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, Tim Pool was the one that broke the story, but he got a tip. He got a tip. And I know who it was from. Not me. Not me. No. But I know who it was from. Because they did a very deep dive into that shit.
Who the fuck was it?
Not gonna say.
I know you can't.
But not on air, not gonna say.
I know, but I like to play that part.
But Jon Stewart says, "Oh my God, I've been caught doing something not remotely similar to Trump. I guess all I need to do now is start a fraud college, steal classified documents, bankrupt casinos, pay hush money, grab pussies, disseminate housing, or discriminate in housing, cheat at golf, and ferment insurrection, and you'll revere me. You're a fucking moron. You really goddamn are. And Tim Pool comes back, my brother, you sold a property New York valued at 1.8 million to somebody for 17.5, and they lost 4 million because of it. And you paid taxes on a valuation of 748,000. And then he quotes, when it came time to pay taxes, he undervalued his property. Jon Stewart's guilty of the same fucking shit, man. Everybody in New York, this is what Kevin O'Leary was saying. Everybody in New York does this shit. Because it is the state that actually puts the assessed market value, the property taxes, on the bill or on any building. No matter what you do to improve and everything like that, unless you come in and have it assessed once again because of sale value and everything, it's not going to change. Unless there's some kind of like area market value that changes. Something comes into the area, like Amazon, for example, that AOC stopped, would have raised the fucking market value of everything around it. You know, something like that would raise market value unless somebody comes in and assesses the property and says, hey, all these improvements that you've done, it's worth more now. And you must pay taxes more on that. The fact that he sold it at 17.5, but it was assessed at 748,000, sir, you're guilty of the same shit.
Mm-hmm.
If this is what Letitia James said that Trump is guilty of, every single fucking person that has ever bought any property, home, or business is guilty of the same shit. But what you were saying about the whole Engoron thing?
So Tim was saying how since Engoron has now set the precedent for Trump's trial.
Wait, hold on. Fucking Joe is actually making sense now.
This is report against the government. The standard is beyond reasonable doubt. Civil trials have a much lower standard. This is unlawful. Ooh.
It is. However, that's the way things are done. You cannot come after one person unless you go after the entire fucking country for the same thing that's went on for decades. I don't know how long this has been going on and shit like that. It's never been a problem up until now. But every single person in America is guilty of this. If you have bought property, whether it is residential, whether it is commercial, whether it is industrial, you were guilty of the same shit. Oh, you were saying?
No, that just sorry, I'm trying to find a picture that I took from Tim. Yeah, so since Engoron has already set the precedent for this, that Trump is guilty without any reasonable doubt, with then
summary judgment, you're guilty without even court. Yeah.
Then Stewart's guilty then. Without any reasonable doubt or nothing like that, Stewart is guilty automatically, and now Stewart owes money. But the fact that Stewart would go on and of course what he did was deflect. He didn't come and go for what Tim said. Nothing. He went and just fucking deflected. It was like, well, then if I did, no, bitch, no, no. Okay.
His deflection was, but I'm not Trump.
Yeah, that's all it was. But that's once again, that's the same fucking mind frame Kathy Hochul said. Oh, don't worry about it, guys. You're not Trump. Once again, you're telling me this is not a political fucking issue. You're saying, no, this is what the rights of the... No, fuck you, but I'm not Trump.
And so apparently the food industry is Trump because she immediately went after a fucking food processing plant for pumping too much CO2 into the atmosphere. A little bit more than what they were supposed to be doing, and she's fucking trying to bring them down now. Yeah, that's her next fucking big case.
How about the case where she's trying to get rid of her the same thing for her friend from the Irish fucking...
Yeah, I mean, Letitia James is guilty of the same shit.
Yeah.
She bought a house at a lower fucking value. It's assessed market value. it's not what she bought it for. It's lower in value, so therefore she pays lower fucking taxes on what it is. She is getting. Laura Loomer broke that shit when the whole Trump shit was going on.
Yeah.
She had those whole fucking documents. $2.2 million is somehow missing from the whole place. And that's okay for her. It's okay for everybody else. It's okay for Kevin O'Leary. It's okay for apparently Elon Musk did the same thing. It's okay for all the Shark Tank people. Everybody that we know that is a business mogul in any way, anybody that has bought any kind of property in New York City, and yes, like I said, across the United States, is guilty of the same thing. But ladies and gentlemen, don't worry about it. You're not Trump. Tell me this ain't a political witch hunt when that shit comes up. But ain't nothing gonna come out of this Jon Stewart shit. It's really not. You know, wanna know why? Because he's not Trump. That's the whole damn thing. And that's what we've been saying this entire damn time. It really pisses me off that people actually cannot see what's going on. They refuse to see it because, well, I hate Trump. The news told me to hate Trump. I hate Trump. I hate the motherfucker too. For different reasons than you do. Not because I was told to, because I know that motherfucker's a straight up dick. He's like me. I hate people like me because I'm a dickhead.
I don't know if you can see the whole thing, but let me see if I can bring it up a little better. Okay. Tim said.
Yeah, I can't see shit.
You can't see anything? Let me see if I
No.
can make it enhance. No, I can't. Fuck. Okay. So anyway, so what it says here is that this is Deutsche Bank. This is the statement from Deutsche Bank. It says
Did you
Stewart.
even... Hold on, why do I not have that then?
I just sent it to the off label.
Oh.
Okay. If you can make it bigger or whatever. So it says right here. Stewart is the guy from Deutsche Bank, said that Letitia James knew that Trump's property values were inflated because when it came to time to pay taxes, Trump unveiled the very same properties. It was all part of a very sophisticated and estate process known as lying. Oh, the host is just probably the wrong thing. Fuck. Anyway,
yeah, that was the same thing in the article.
But he had it, and I must have did it the wrong time because that's what I do. But anyway, he has the quote, and I could find it. But the Deutsche Bank said in the court case that he never lost. They never lost money. Same thing we do when we buy cars. And we write down $200 instead of $6K, and we pay the title. So yeah. But once again, Deutsche Bank was the one who sent the tax assessment was done by the state of New York. The bank went, and it doesn't matter if Trump said it was worth $1 billion, $3 billion, $100 billion. The bank went in there, did their own assessment, and once again, who does it hurt? It hurts no fucking body. It just once again, it's part of their agenda that it's telling everybody it's hurting the New York City taxpayer when it doesn't. You know, it's hurting the New York City taxpayer, giving giving immigrants $1,400 for a family of 4 a month. That's what hurts the New York fucking City taxpayer.
No. That's actually changed now. Check this out. $52 million in this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It is now $1,400 for 468 immigrants. $1,400 a month for 468 illegals for a year. Every month. Add it up, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do some math here while we are at it.
How much did you say it was?
$1,400 a month.
1,400
times 468 immigrants a month for a year, which is 12, comes up to
$7,862,400. That is a couple million short of the $53 million.
Where's the rest going? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's administrative fees and card processing fees. $40 million fucking dollars is going to administrative fees and card processing fees. That sounds like Clinton Foundation shit with Haiti. Tell me there ain't no money laundering going on. This is coming from the same fucking mayor who was sitting there saying, hey, all this illegal immigration is going to destroy this fucking city. And then he gets raided by the FBI because apparently the country of Turkey helped the motherfucker get elected. And then a couple of months later, he's giving money to illegals. Do you get the picture yet? Yeah, that's a fucking thing, ladies and gentlemen. That is a thing. It is happening. The same motherfucker that was sitting here ringing the fucking bell gets raided by the FBI because another country helped a fucking mayor get elected? That makes no fucking sense. But yeah.
They're all scumbags, and they're all just doing this out in the open, and you have people just licking the fucking boot of and if you people don't see it, you're insane. You're insane. Like once again, they just deflect. Like, are we any more with the Stewart thing?
I mean, that's pretty much it. Other than the fact that Jon Stewart's a fucking piece of shit. Mind you, this is the same motherfucker that was like, hey, the coronavirus Wuhan lab, maybe it came from a bat flowing into the cloaca of a turkey? And then all of a sudden he changes his fucking tune once he gets back into the Daily Show. The motherfucker got shit for saying that the lab leak theory is 100% true because it's the most probable shit that ever fucking happened. Coronavirus leaks from a coronavirus research lab, but yet you're saying it came from a wet market. That makes no sense. The motherfucker caught massive amounts of backlash, stayed out of the public eye for almost a year for that shit, and then comes back on the Daily Show and runs his mouth about this. This is Bill Maher levels of retardation.
Dude, did you see the Patrick Bet-Davis and Bill Maher thing?
Yes, I did.
Where he's like, I'm just an actor. I'm just an actor. I don't know anything with my twins, Sean and Hannity. And then it's like, but I've been doing this for 30 years. Apparently, you haven't learned a fucking. How could you say you don't watch the news, but then say you've been doing this political shit for 30 years? You have no idea what you're just fucking doubled once again. The proof that I'm saying they don't listen to what the fuck they're saying. They just say things.
They read a teleprompter. That's all it is.
Because he said Gavin Newsom is a winner. He could win the election. And get Patrick Bet-Davis like, okay, then what? Well, he can try to fix the stuff he hasn't fixed California. Oh, that's the red tape. Oh, you don't think there's red tape in Washington, D.C.? You don't think the government has red tape? If he can't do it in fucking California, what makes you think he's going to do it in Washington, D.C.? But you know what? Make him the candidate because he's a winner. Oh, my head hurts. I got a headache. And then next we're gonna talk about that fucking idiot, Hasan Piker, Mr. I'm so oppressed. I gotta play video games for 12 hours a day, and you have no idea how my job is hard. And my uncle gave me $2 million, but Trump's bad because his daddy gave him $1 million. And playing video games, and I'm being suppressed because I used to have all these people who used to watch me, and now I don't have anybody, and so I'm gonna kill myself.
Community.
We used to be, and I'm gonna go kill myself now. Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear what you have to say because now people are knowing that what you're saying is nothing but fucking bullshit. You're speaking bullshit. The vein, yeah, the vein's out. The vein is out.
I did my job tonight.
Because I'm just sick and tired of these fucking crybabies who are talking about. Listen, we have 2 viewers in here, okay? And we're still going like we have 1,000,000 people in here. If you don't want to fucking do it, just don't do it. Stop
Hey,
blaming everybody.
to be fair, I did see a top of like what 28 on Rumble. I mean, I'm not paying attention that much, but yeah, it was a total of 28.
But still, like, but of course, he's gonna bitch and moan about it because that's where he makes his money, sitting around playing fucking video games all day, talking about nonsense garbage, trying to
Well,
get
I mean,
everybody to see that Palestine's the good guy, Israel's the bad guy. You're not if you think Palestine's the bad guy, you're a piece of shit. How many times are you gonna tell people that they're a piece of shit for having their own beliefs until people finally go, "You go fuck yourself."
well, let's be fair. You know, he is the biggest leftist political commentator on Twitch. He really is.
Yeah,
I'll give him credit. But this is also the same motherfucker that said, "I don't want to play the Harry Potter game because my fans would fucking hate me for it, even though I really want to. I don't want to play it. I can't play it because everybody would be mad at me. You're a bitch."
Hmm?
Meanwhile, I bought the game, and as soon as it came out, the first fucking stream I did was called Transphobiosa. I mean, that's what I titled the stream, Transphobiosa. I mean, come the fuck on. Like, seriously.
By the way, I bought this shirt because it said Indians on it.
That's racist.
I saw it and I was like, dude, I still have a Redskins shirt. I thank God I bought it when I did. Because it's so, even dude, the Wrong Show boys who have all the spectrum of people, all the autistic people go watch the Wrong Show, but they are on the spectrum of everybody. They have trans, they have gay, they have lesbian, they have straight. All types of people love the Wrong Show guys because they're fucking amazing. Those guys are fucking amazing. And they asked their community if it would be a problem. They asked the 3 transgender people who they're friends with if it would be a problem, and they said, "Fuck no."
Why would it be a fucking problem anyway?
Because people, once again, you see this fucking LCD screen, LED screen, people are just watching it and watching the news and watching these fucking far right and far left people talk about this nonsense bullshit and not just making up. Remember that teacher that asked the kid why he thought J.K. Rowling was a fucking, or not J.K., whatever her name is.
Yeah, it's J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. How she transphobic. And, well, people are saying, fuck you. The same thing with the news. I just saw the other day, what was it? Shane Gillis. TMZ put up, Shane Gillis's racist rant is back in the news. Yeah, you know who brought it back? You did, TMZ, you cunts.
Yeah.
You guys brought it back. Why? Because Shane Gillis was on SNL and did a fucking amazing job and actually made SNL funny again.
Yeah.
That's what I want to get a shirt with Shane Gillis's face and just put "Make SNL funny again."
By the way, SNL fired Shane Gillis for the same shit.
Mm-hmm. That's what he was fired for. He got hired and fired in the almost same fucking day. I'm pretty sure it was the same week for that. And once again, not once again, but he hosts SNL because he's a fucking funny person. He's hilarious and beloved by everybody. And TMZ has to just go, "Hey, by the way, guys, remember Shane Gillis is fucking racist." But we're not saying it. They're saying it. Same thing with these news cunts. Well, we're not saying it, but people are saying who? Well, people. Who's the fucking people?
It's you people.
Yeah, you. You're the one who's saying it. Your fucking executive producer who's in your fucking ear and your rear are telling you that, hey, let them know that this has come up and we're not saying it, but, people are saying it. Who are the people? Hey, the people.
The people are saying that air is racism, ladies and gentlemen, because black people breathe dirtier air because they live in more populated areas. John Stamos' penis is racist. That's a thing. Google it. You think I'm joking? Google John Stamos' penis racist. You will see dozens of articles about it.
You know who's racist? Jennifer Lopez, because she doesn't know how to be Jenny from the block. Okay. You didn't hear about that?
Yeah.
You didn't hear about
Point taken.
Jennifer
taken.
Lopez's fucking? They asked her, "Oh, what was your favorite sandwich growing up?" Oh, it was a ham and cheese. Excuse me. Oh.
That's racist.
Excuse the fuck out of me, madam. Did you just say a ham and egg and cheese? Was never said by anybody who grew up in the fucking Bronx. It's either chopped cheese, bacon, egg and cheese, Taylor ham, egg and cheese. All right. Nobody's ever said
It's
can I have a fucking
chitlins,
ham and
bitch.
cheese. No, not chitlins. It's the fucking Bronx. All right. You got to go to Harlem for chitlins, not the Bronx. But like you were. Nobody has ever let their hair down and done this in the fucking Bronx. It's not California. It's the fucking Bronx.
No, if you let your hair down and flap it around, bitch, somebody's going off on you for no reason.
You get punched in the face. By the way,
you can't punch her in the face because she's not white.
No, but well, I mean, ADD podcast. Did you hear about all them women getting punched in the face in New York lately? Holy shit! My feed was just
again another reason why I say I don't give a fuck about New York. Number one, y'all sons of bitches literally voted to remove your fucking guns because guns are bad. They're scary. They make loud sounds and they kill people. Then you vote to release all the criminals out of your fucking jails. And then you wonder why people are getting punched in the face. You wonder why people are getting stabbed and shot in the subways. You try to defund your fucking police to the tune of now, what is it? Like, the last time I heard any reporting on it, one district only had like 12 police officers at night, where most crimes are fucking committed. One district only had 12 police officers. I mean, it's not as bad as that one we were talking about. What was that? Philadelphia, that only had 2 police officers in the town of Philadelphia all night long.
No,
it's not that even bad, but goddamn.
They're closed between 3 and 7. Come back later. Thank you. Thank you. Come again. Like, hi. There's a robbery in progress.
It doesn't show, but what's up, Reno?
Hi. There's a robbery in progress. Hello. Yes. Welcome to the Philadelphia Police Department. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. I just dialed 911. Hello?
Are you in the process of being murdered? No? Well, call us back when you do. Because this is not important.
I forget what I was listening to, but they were saying that back in the day there was a rule that you weren't allowed to break out your sword until somebody was in the midst of stabbing you. It was a rule back in the day. And it was like
you also got that 21-foot rule that apparently applies to cops, but not citizens. And that 21-foot rule, ladies and gentlemen, is if somebody wielding a knife is within 21 foot of you, you then have the ability to pull the trigger. Because if you don't, like drawing and pulling out within that 21 foot, running at full speed with an average speed of a human being, they would close that 21 foot and be able to stab you before you're able to pull that trigger. If cops have that rule, why don't the citizens? Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be bleeding out before you can even think about pulling a gun from a holster, if you were able to even carry a gun. It is practice using the teledrill. Yes. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And, you know, with the whole thing, going back to the whole Hasan thing, like, this motherfucker he's literally, like, look, we're not the smartest people on the fucking block. All right? We have our jobs. I stay more informed on shit than Davey does. You know? But we have our jobs. We try to keep into the. You got a motherfucker whose literal fucking job is either playing games or talking political. Like, that's all he does. He'll sit there for 10, 12 hours a fucking day. He had a viewership of like 50, 60,000 people every time he started out. Now this motherfucker is sitting around 13, 14,000 people, and he's crying about how his life is over? Bitch, don't you have a multi-million-dollar fucking house that you bought off your viewerships? That were giving you fucking money? People that were sending you money for this kind of shit? I'm sorry. Cry me a fucking river. Literally, cry me a fucking river about the shit, alright? I'm busting my ass every single day with my fucking job.
Yeah.
To make a little bit of chump change, to pay my fucking bills, to have food in my fucking belly for me and my wife. I'm busting my ass every day. This motherfucker sits around and just like, you're dumb. Socialism is great. Give me money so I can buy a multi-million-dollar house, take all your money, keep it for myself, and do nothing.
Yeah. So I saw him. So he sells shirts. He sells merch, right? And somebody was like, "Yeah, real fucking communistic selling real communistic selling shirts." And his answer was, "It was made by unions in America." So yeah. So beat that, jackass. Uh, how about cunt? How about first of all, you take all the money and give it back to the people who made it then, and you don't make a dime. Or you take it and divide it equally between the people that made the shirts, and you take all the same amount of money. No, that's not good enough. No, you still have to make the money off your own shit, so that you're still a capitalist. You dumb cunt.
We're also talking about the same motherfucking person who ran and hid because Sam Hyde said, let's have a celebrity fucking boxing match, bitch. I'm gonna beat your face in. And he's like, no, I don't want to do all that. Went on fucking H3H3, started a whole little podcast with Ethan fucking Klein, a Jew. Then this Palestinian fucking shit pops the fuck off. Has Ethan Klein breaking out in fucking tears. Ethan Klein's like, I'm not doing this shit any fucking more. And then you wonder why your viewership fucking drops. Let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, this is the biggest bitch on the internet. And that's saying a lot, because you got Pearl fucking Davis who has more clout than this motherfucker. Which is fucking insane. You got Pearl fucking Davis has more clout than Hasan Piker on the fucking internet. Let that sink the fuck in, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, this motherfucker literally has a meltdown of this shit. Let me go in here, and I can't zoom in. But the first one says, I'm so sad. I think the streams are bangers, but people just don't see them. This is in his, I guess this is in his Discord. Because those are Discord symbols and things like that. Then he says, literally, 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes later, we used to be a community. Another 4 minutes later, I hate what my community is becoming. Bitch, you formed that community. You formed the community of a whole bunch of retarded, entitled assholes hanging on your every fucking word because they're 12-year-old retarded assholes. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about what your community is becoming. Because those 12-year-old retarded assholes grew up with you. Now they're 15, 16, realizing, hey, Biden fucked me over. I can't do a fucking thing. Some of these motherfuckers are literally like 18, 20 years old, can't fucking afford their own goddamn place because they're paying $2,000 for a fucking broom closet. Meanwhile, illegal fucking citizens are getting luxury fucking hotels free of charge off the same motherfuckers' dimes that are trying to pay $2,000 for a broom closet. Then he goes on a little bit later. I swear, Twitch streaming isn't about the actual content. It's about whether people want to pay attention to you or not, and clout. All that shit was a banger, and 13,000 watched like I'm fucking gaming at 8 p.m. Hey, faggot. I'm sorry. I'm not going to hold back. Faggot, the fact that you have 13,000 people watching you say the dumb shit, the retarded shit that made these same motherfuckers angry, while you were talking about how riots were going on in fucking New York City, and you want to talk about how people destroying a fucking a snack stand and saying, "Oh, that's a $2 bag of chips. Who cares?" That's that motherfucker's livelihood. And now you understand. Now you're starting to fucking stand how that fucking hot dog stand owner, that little snack chip stand owner, fucking feels when his entire livelihood is destroyed in front of his eyes. You are getting the picture. But no, this doesn't. This collaboration, this correlation going on in his head. Collaboration is not the word I was looking. This correlation doesn't fucking work in his brain. Then he goes on, "I'm done. I hate this job. I'm not streaming today." Good. One less faggot on the internet. And then he says, "I'm going to kill myself." Please. I'm gonna please. But I'm not like I said, I'm not holding back anymore. Just please.
Yeah, no. Listen.
One less retard on the face of this planet, please.
Darwin was right.
I gotta pee. I'll be right back. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna bring up. Let's see. Present. I'm gonna bring this up really quickly. You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna bring up this. So this creator right here, I didn't get to play it last week on our show, and I was gonna play it on Wednesday. I don't know if Mama J played it yesterday or not, but you shouldn't listen. You shouldn't want influencers to influence your political or your humanitarian. I don't even know what the fuck to say. You shouldn't go to influencers to get their fucking opinions on what they have to say about anything. Okay? You shouldn't even we shouldn't even influence you. We should just tell you some shit. You go and go, "Hey, that's interesting," and look it up for yourself. That's what we're here for. But you have people
100%
literally
correct.
going into people's comments. I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but there's a woman on TikTok who's going around telling her followers to put watermelons in people's comment section to encourage them to talk about Palestine. Okay? And
wait, what? How? My hair's all kinds of fucked up. I'm just now noticing. It's whatever. What? How? What does watermelons have to do with Palestine?
So I have no fucking idea. Let me see if I can find, because I downloaded it on my phone, but it's not syncing with my with Google really right now. Hold on, let me see if I can get it up. So she's going around telling people, and dude, and she's fucker.
That's like the Groper group coming in here and just posting like frogs every. Do you realize how long it took me to realize that the frog is connected with the Groper group?
The what?
The Nick Fuentes Groupers, you know, the incel group who just hates everything because, well, they're failed fucking human beings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they post frogs in everybody's chat. You know how long it took me to realize that's what that was? The Keck frog, you know, the meme frog.
Yeah.
That's the Groper group.
Bro, tell me.
See, it took you that long to figure it out. I had to tell you.
Dude, no, I'm
How does the watermelon thing work out though? I don't know. I don't get it.
Did they? Oh, I'm so glad I got this. I think they took this lady's video down.
Yeah. See
So
that.
basically, and I fucking and I downloaded it, so I had it. So
Rhinos are
one
Grover.
so basically what she does is she tells her followers to go into big giant creators feed, and you can, the way TikTok is done, she is, if you put something their uh in their chat enough, that's what steers what they're looking for. So at the bottom, you know how Rafa during the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah.
They were going into people's comment sections and putting Rafa Super Bowl, Rafa Super Bowl, Rafa Super Bowl. So that way, when the algorithm looks for the common video or common theme, it comes up Rafa Super Bowl. So they were doing it to get all these things into these people's feeds. So that way, when you go to the comment section, it suggests it. So what she was doing is telling her followers to go into people's um, comment sections, large creators, and getting them to talk about these specific talk about Palestine and how Palestine is doing this and Palestine's getting this and Palestine should be getting that and these people should be helped. Get this family out, get this family out, get this family out. So I don't know if you know who Elise Myers is, but Elise Myers was a big TikToker. Like she was involved, I think she got a couple of like acting gigs from it. And so she literally deleted all her videos with a couple million followers that she had. She went and deleted all her videos because people were putting watermelons in it and trying to get her to talk about all this shit. So this guy that I'm about to show you, he's a comedy guy, right? He just makes dick jokes. But listen, look at what they fucking did to this poor fucking dude.
online, and it just got taken down. And the last thing I want, I made a video yesterday that caused a lot of discourse online, and it just got taken down. And the last thing I want is people to think that I deleted it, that I wasn't reading your guys' comments, that I don't hear you guys, that I don't see you guys, that I'm not seeing the videos of people that were stitching it. So if you saw it, if you commented, if you made a video stitching it, I've seen it. I've seen it all. And if you haven't seen it, if you don't even know what I'm talking about, I made a video yesterday saying that if you have a large platform, if you have a large following, if you're a content creator, if you're an influencer, you're not responsible for talking about world issues. I said I'm not qualified enough, I'm not educated enough, I'm not smart enough to talk about these really serious world issues. Yeah, just because someone has millions of followers doesn't mean anything. Like, I've built my following off jokes and comedy. You shouldn't be coming to me for information, and I shouldn't be telling you how to think. Long story short, people have been flooding my comment sections, asking me to talk about very serious things. And so I make this frustrated rant.
It just literally cut off half the screen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, because I made it smaller. Sorry. I pulled it out so that way I could stop it. And I'm working on one screen here, Rich.
I know. It's sad, isn't it? We've been spoiled.
Okay. It's a little better.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Rant saying I'm a big dumb idiot. You don't want me talking about these things. There's people that are way better at talking about these things that I'm following, that I'm trying to learn from. I'm watching this unfold through. You should go follow those people. Go talk to them. Like, you don't want me to do this. Anyways, I'm reading your guys' comments and I'm watching your guys' stitches and I'm listening to you guys and I'm defending myself. I'm like, no, like what I said, like, no, I stand by it. And then the more I listen and the more I reading comments today and watching videos of you guys talking about what I said and explaining it to me, I'm so sorry. I really get it now. And I'm sorry making that video is what made me understand, because it clicked. You guys.
He fucking apologized for saying that I don't want to talk about things that I don't know because I have a big platform and I might get it wrong. So I don't want to talk about it. because they were fucking with his money, because they're forcing him to have an opinion. And this girl is going around and doing this and telling her followers to do this, and she's just like, well, if they don't like it, too fucking bad. They're gonna talk about it whether or not. So they're forcing people, not at gunpoint. Once again, just like with the pandemic, we didn't force you to take we didn't force you to take anything, but you weren't gonna go back to normalcy if you don't do it.
Pretty much. Yes.
Don't need an expert on these issues. You guys don't need someone that knows everything there is to know about these situations going on in the world.
No, you don't. You don't need somebody who knows everything that's going on. No, because Dick Face with a fucking Captain Mustache is going to tell you what you should think about Palestine. I'm sorry, Mario. I don't know you. I follow you. I don't know much of your content. I found you through Scott D. Henry, which is a friend of mine, and he's a funny dude. But don't fucking apologize because, once again, everybody who apologizes, the apology's never good enough. It's
Right.
gonna keep going and going and going. You know what the smart thing to do? Shut up for a couple of days. But no, you can't, right? Because the money. Because you'll lose money.
Or just tell them, like you said, I'm not smart enough. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm not going to talk about it.
Just
Why? Because y'all motherfuckers, like, you come after me no matter what I say. Even if I was smart enough, y'all gonna come after me no matter what I say. And apparently this dude's too much of a pussy to say, hey, this is what I think, this is how I feel, fuck you if you don't like it.
Or
Which
I have
is
no
what
opinion.
I do. I argue with you all motherfuckers. And y'all motherfuckers still watch me. I blame you for everything that goes on because you motherfuckers vote for the same shit. Granted, I did the same thing before I was involved. I still blame you. Why? Because it is literally Americans' fault we are going through this shit. But yeah.
But what is really powerful is someone like me. And keep in mind, I have the worst case of imposter syndrome ever. I never planned on having a large following at all. I try to downplay myself on here all the time. I'm the gigantic follow me, I'm pretty funny, stupid idiot guy on here. But
And that's what you should fucking stay. That's exactly where you should stay. You want to talk about staying in your lane? Stay in your fucking lane. I don't know if you talk about it because I haven't watched many of your videos, but this one caught my attention because you're sitting here groveling to people who don't really give a fuck. You're part of the Locust clan. They're gonna make
Apparently
you
my
do this.
camera's just fucking up. Hold on.
They're gonna make you do this. They're gonna make you beg and grovel. And then when they're done with you, they're gonna move on and not give a fuck about you. They're not gonna care if you lose any endorsements. They're not gonna care if you're not getting paid. They don't care.
Nobody cares. As a matter of fact, if you're actually making more money than somebody for some dumb shit, like, do you know that Call Me Chris girl?
Yeah.
You remember not too long ago she was in a situation because she had a stalker?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that stalker hated her because she had some comment or about something. The bitch was literally I'm not gonna say bitch because she's actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
But
she's I think she's hilarious, dude.
she
She's
is.
great. She makes some great content. Call me Chris for a Canadian lib. I don't know who she is, but she comes off as one.
She
She
doesn't
makes
even
some,
say anything political.
but she makes some fucking great content. I'm stuck every time I see those fucking the twins, those Russian twins, and her mom and whatever. Dude, it makes me fucking laugh every single time. Like I think the first one she was doing a series and like she's flicking the mirror and all of a sudden somebody just her like it's her, but she's like her Russian whatever it is pops out and says, "Hello, what are you doing?" It fucking I die
like it.
laughing. She's
I like her.
hilarious.
But apparently, because she said some shit about some like was doing some kind of skit for Russian people or something. There was somebody that was like Ukrainian flag in the bio. I don't like you because of this, and started fucking stalking her for that, and tried to actually kill her.
Yeah.
Because of that. Like goddamn. Like she even made a fucking whole video about that.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I knew about it. It's because she made a whole video, and it's just like the title caught my attention. It's just like my stalker, and I was just like, that's all I saw from it. I'm like, wait, what? Why? And I watched the video, and that's apparently what it was about.
She had to move
Mm-hmm.
and couldn't fucking like do anything really for a fucking year. Like and because people are like, once again, like I was in a situation and people are telling me like, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's just crazy." Like so I got threatened at work. Okay? I got threatened. Somebody said they were going to come back and shoot up where I worked and come and shoot me. Okay? And people are just, one, I wasn't told about it while I was away from the office, and I come back and everybody's like, "Oh, you didn't hear?" And I go, "Hear what?" And then they told me, and I go, "Nobody fucking told me." And then I'm getting told, "Oh, don't worry about it. He's crazy." No fucking shit, he's crazy. I know he's fucking crazy. That's why you don't just sit there and go, even the police were just like, he's just nuts. Fuck you. Fuck you.
It's the
Like,
nuts people that actually go
yeah.
too far.
Like, so he's convinced that I was the one that got him fired when I had nothing to fucking do with it. I was actually trying to be nice, and I was trying to help this fucking dude out. I was
had
trying to
the
be nice and help this dude out, and he came back and told everybody that he was gonna shoot me. And then like I said, I wasn't told about it, and then everybody's just like, it's fine. He's not gonna do anything. I was told, by the way, I just realized this. I was told he moved to Tennessee. Motherfucker lives in Manhattan. Guess where I am? I forgot about that. I'm in fucking Manhattan.
Why the hell? All right.
I'm gonna have a conversation when I go back. But anyway, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm like,
it's
well,
still,
how could you say? How could you be like, oh no, he's just crazy, but like it's okay. We can trust that he'll never come back and do what he said. Fuck you. Fuck you.
look, I had,
You tell me
you
now.
know,
I was waiting. Look, I was waiting for that. What? I didn't fucking remember. That's what you're my partner for, fucker. You're supposed to be like, hey, remember this? And I was supposed to go, oh yeah, you're right. It just fucking dawned on me. I'm like, oh shit, I'm in Manhattan, and that motherfucker's in Manhattan. I totally forgot.
I had, you remember Jane's Revenge, the people that were going around firebombing crisis pregnancy centers not too long ago after the Roe versus Wade shit?
I think so.
Yeah, they fucking doxed me. I had somebody in their fucking Discord. They doxed me because I said, don't be a cum dumpster and this wouldn't be a problem. They literally doxed me. They were trying to get a group together to come fucking visit me. And I found out about it and I leaked all that information. I was just like, y'all motherfuckers better look up the laws in my area. Bring you a breakfast, fucking lunch, and dinner for your army because it's going to take you all day. Pack fucking body bags because if you don't, there will be blood eagles in my fucking yard. And then they're just like, wait. He has an arsenal. Calm the fuck down. See, you apologize, you bow the fucking knee, and they will come after you. You stand your ground and say, bring it the fuck on. What do? They run. They tuck tail and fucking run.
I don't know, man. To be honest with you, the criminals are getting away with it. Just carry a fucking gun. I don't care. I don't give a shit if you can.
Legal or illegal, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Carry
at this point, you have to.
You can buy a gun legally and carry it concealed. They won't fucking know. They have no fucking idea.
Unless your ass does something stupid.
Yeah, well, don't do something stupid. Something tells me with some of these girls in New York who, can carry a fucking LCP Max tiny little handgun in their purse with their fucking frou-frou dogs aren't doing anything stupid besides cocaine in their penthouse. But anyway,
these motherfuckers are getting punched in the face for just being there.
For being white. Dude, these girls are getting punched in the fucking face. Elbowed in the face, getting concussion. Wow, I can't say that.
It's the knockout game with white women.
Yeah. And I
And then you go on social media and cry about it, yet you motherfuckers were the ones that wanted this. Come on. Fuck you. Tell me why I should give a fuck about your plight when this is what you wanted. It's the same shit. Literally, like, I don't care. I'm like, people were getting mad that people were laughing at these people for this shit. This is what you fucking wanted. And now you're complaining because this is what you wanted, because apparently our justice system is racist and the cops are racist. They're killing thousands of black people in the streets every year, and if that were true, there would be no black people left. But yeah, motherfuckers are like, seriously, when that shit popped off, the whole George Floyd situation, you realize that year the George Floyd was killed, there were 12 unarmed black people killed and 17 unarmed white people. But because you're at a lower fucking percentage, it's disparaging because of that reason. That's a different conversation altogether, but god damn, y'all are dumb as fuck. Seriously. These same people are the same motherfuckers that can't even look up, that they don't even know where to go for these statistics. Google is your fucking, I'm not going to say it's your best friend.
No.
Google is not your friend, but it will give you those statistics.
And you wonder why I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, listen, you and me, right?
I live in an area where that's not a thing, and I still don't want to go outside because people are retarded. I'm over here drinking fucking Modelo like that's a fucking thing to do. But anyway, like, all right, this is gonna be a hard little segue into this shit. I don't know how to bring this up, other than the fact of, yeah, it is on the right tab. Ladies and gentlemen, do y'all remember? I'm pretty sure you do, because there's a whole big thing about it. It's still a thing. The voter fraud that supposedly didn't happen in 2020, even though there's hundreds of articles about people being arrested for voter fraud in 2020. If you add them all up all together, it does show widespread voter fraud, and it does cover the difference even in the popular vote between Biden and Trump, as far as that is concerned. If y'all remember that, they're still doing it. We go to this one right here. It's this one right here. Chicago announces the existence of an additional 10,000 mail-in ballots that were mistakenly not mentioned until now. If many, if not most of the ballots are from drop boxes, meaning postmarks are not required. This will have major implications. 4,000 votes total now separate two candidates in the Attorney General race. O'Neill Burke, tougher on crime, initially had a significant lead, but ballots keep trickling in, and ballots keep trickling in, and Clayton Harris keeps getting closer. Let me bring this full screen. I'm going to go ahead and play the entire video for you, ladies and gentlemen, uninterrupted. Listen the fuck up.
The race for state attorney getting tighter. Eileen O'Neill Burke now leads Clayton Harris by less than 5,000 votes.
This isn't a very immediate process, but it is a thorough process that's happening right now.
The Chicago Board of Elections, overseeing the city ballot count, today admitting to a counting and communications error, announcing it's adding some 10,000 vote-by-mail ballots to the unofficial total. They arrived before Election Day, but were not included until now. The Director of Public Information apologizing, saying he missed them. I traded speed for accuracy in reporting out numbers this week as quickly as I could. I truly regret this error on my part and for the confusion that it has caused the voters of Chicago. Meantime, the race remains too close to call.
That is. Oh, I fucked up. My bad.
What'd you do? Yeah,
no, I'm him.
That, yeah.
Oh, I fucked up. Sorry, my bad.
You're gonna sit there and fucking tell me that this shit is still trickling the fuck in. This has 2020 written all over it. Not to mention the Kerry Lake thing. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I want to dismiss this because I don't want to get involved. Oh, the Supreme Court's going to make me get involved? Okay, fine. Well, then you must have to prove to me that not a single fucking voter registration or the signature verification was done. That was never my argument. What the fuck? Nope, you still have to prove it. Well, why is that? Because I dismissed it. You went to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court said you do have merit in this case. It needs to be heard. Now you make me look like a fucking asshole. So now I'm going to make sure that you do not have any fucking claim to this. That's that whole thing with Kerry Lake. And yet, they still proved that 2/3 of the fucking ballots, in her case, 2/3 of the fucking ballots, the signature verification was done in 3 to 5 seconds. Physically impossible for a human to fucking look at a signature and say, yes, that is correct. That is enough time to say, pops up on the screen, hit the button. Pops up on the screen, hit the button. 3 to 5 fucking seconds. This is the same shit. Tell me there ain't fucking fraud going on. This shit's still trickling the fuck in. And this was, oh, God, almost a month ago now that this has happened. I believe. In wokeness, the ballots left out mistakenly from court. That was March 24th. Yeah, that was almost a month ago. And that shit is still coming to fuck in. Tell me ain't some shit.
It's once again, you're telling me.
If y'all don't see it now,
You're
if
telling
you
me
can't,
that
you are trying.
if
You are trying to
you're telling
avoid.
me that
There ain't no fucking way.
in 2024,
Just like that spike that we saw with Biden, the dump night, the spike where it's just Trump's ahead, and then all
Can you
of a
hear
sudden
me?
Biden just jumps the fuck up.
Did this thing go off again?
I don't know what to tell y'all anymore. They're doing this for local shit too. No, I can't hear you. You did it again. Whatever you fucking
How about
did.
I didn't touch anything. This is fucking ridiculous.
But yeah, he'll come back here in a second.
Hello?
He's got a lot of. I don't know what the hell's going on with this shit, but I mean,
Hello.
we need paper ballots, in-person voting. You need ID to vote. Every state, every district, it doesn't fucking matter. You need to be an American fucking citizen. State, federal, local, doesn't matter.
Hear me?
Too much has gone wrong throughout this entire thing. Too much has been literally right there in front of your face, but you don't see it because A, you don't want to see it, and B, you don't want to believe it. And it all started with Orange Man. Well, it's okay because Orange Man bad, right? No, I'm sorry. What?
She said she can hear me.
I don't.
The race for state attorney getting tighter.
There,
Eileen O'Neill Burke now leads Clayton Harris by less than 5,000 votes.
What the hell is happening?
Can the chat hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can the chat? Amanda says she can hear me.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I can't hear you. What the fuck?
I don't know. That's
audio. It's set right.
She said she can hear us both.
Yeah, she says I can't hear you. Are you still there? Can you say something?
I can hear you.
I don't hear shit.
She said,
No, my mic is not muted. Settings, audio, everything's set correctly. What the fuck is happening? Hold
"Hi,
on.
you can't hear me. We're
wait,
headphones.
wait.
Maybe plug it in." Rich's speaker 1. Speakers Rich 1.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Nothing.
Can you hear me?
Apparently no.
Nice stream. Who are you?
What the hell is happening? Ah! Keep going though.
Okay. But yeah, I don't. Oh, you find it? Can you hear me now? I didn't know what he was talking about. Can either you boys burp loud? I can try, but I don't think I can.
Sound.
Who are you? What do you want from us? Did you plug it? Did you unplug it? Did you plug it back in? I don't even know where we went with this conversation. He's focused.
What? Son of a bitch. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Apparently, for some reason, the browser just fucking cut out everything.
Uh,
I
do you
got
have a corded portion for those headphones?
I don't even know. Look, I'm gonna have to redo everything on this fucking laptop. Like,
Yeah,
I will look at an area for it, and it'll just jump to random shit.
like I said, it was DDD. Like I said, it didn't work. This stuff just started working for me today. Like it was just all of a sudden, just like, hey, I'm gonna work now, and I was like, you're a
But
fucking
yeah,
asshole.
like I was saying, you're sitting there talking about the carry leg thing. All right, 3 to 5 fucking seconds for 2/3 of the fucking signature verification, and the judge is like, nah, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna hear it. Then the Supreme Court fucking says, no, there's some merit to this shit. You're actually gonna have to hear this, and the judge says, fine. You want me to hear it? You must prove that not a single signature verification was ever fucking done. If there was one single fucking signature actually verified, you lose. That was never the argument in any way. The argument was it was not done correctly. And now you got this, like, this has 20. We are 4 fucking years out from the 2020 election. 3.5 years out from the 2020 election, and the same shit's still going to fuck on. They're still finding ballots to get the right person they want involved. Your vote don't mean shit. The only way you can fix this is if people in mass fucking vote to where they can't print off enough fucking ballots. Unless they want to hold off for a couple of months to tell us, hey, the president is now this. And then the gig is up.
But I still don't understand. We're in fucking 2024. And how is it that we were able to count ballots in the 1960s quicker than we can fucking now?
Not to mention the fact that in 2016 it was actually proven that Dominion can be hacked. But in 2020, somehow that's never happened.
And now 2024, there's a possibility that Russia gets involved. By the way, I'm so sick
oh, no,
of them.
it's China this time.
I'm fucking sick of them telling me that everybody else is going to get involved in our elections when we keep sticking our dick in everybody else's fucking elections.
I mean, Zelensky.
I mean,
Zelensky was an installed Saddam Hussein. We fucking put Saddam Hussein in power and then went in 10 years fucking later and took the motherfucker out.
we're getting
Come on,
involved.
man.
They want us to get what you call it? Schumer's calling for a fucking election on BB. Like, what? A new Israel needs to hold an election and Bibi Netanyahu needs to be out. Why are you fucking worried about Bibi Netanyahu?
I'm sorry, you talking about Sisi, the president of Mexico? Yeah, that's our fucking president. He called him Sisi, the president of Mexico. God damn it.
Pedro.
But no, I mean, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Every bit of it is staring you in the fucking face that this shit is real. The claims are real, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't want to see it, that's your fucking problem. But don't deny it ain't fucking happening. I don't care who you vote for. Just fucking do it. Flood the fucking system. Get 100%. 100%. Every single motherfucker in America votes. I don't care how you vote. Just vote. Make sure they can't do some shit. Now, we'll never reach 100%. I get you. I understand. But make it impossible. Make it impossible. Make it too much. Too much of an obvious play. Even if it's your first time voting, even if you've never voted, you don't really fucking care. Just go out and do it. Mark down ballot. I don't give a shit. Just do it. Make sure it is an impossibility for them to cheat without it being wide the fuck open and in your damn face. This shit has been going on forever. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, you want to actually understand what happened in 2020? All you have to do is Google 4 words. Arrested for voter fraud. Those 4 words. Anything 2020 and on, read. Because I guarantee you start adding it up, you're going to start seeing a running fucking total that literally closes that gap between Biden and Trump in 2020, even with the popular fucking vote. I guarantee you, I've done it. I've looked it the fuck up. I've gone through the numbers. 81 million, my fucking asshole. I'm sorry. It's too fucking obvious. And if you want to make it even more obvious, ladies and gentlemen, do you remember that whole what was it? It was a Time magazine article. The shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election or something like that. Where they're fucking doing it again. And we're going to go through this entire thing because I wanted to bring this up. They're fucking doing it again. But yet, they're blaming Republicans. Republicans are going to steal the election, ladies and gentlemen. Biden is building a superstructure to stop Trump from stealing the election. Now, before we hit this, I should have brought this up. And of course, I'm going to play this. 24 seconds, this is it. Share this tab instead.
Secondly, we're in a situation where we have put together, and you guys did it for our the President Obama's administration before this. We have put together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics.
Oh, that was a flubber, ladies and gentlemen. He just fucked up. They did it for Obama too, but he just fucked up because he didn't mean voter fraud. Biden is building a superstructure to stop Trump from stealing the election. Trump and his MAGA allies have been working for years to pre-rig the 2024 election. Here's how Team Biden is planning to fight them. For years, Donald Trump has made it abundantly clear that if he does not win the 2024 presidential election, he is willing to cheat and steal it. He's never fucking said that, ever. Or even hinted in any bit of that. Since President Joe Biden's inaugural address, according to sources with intimate knowledge of the situation, who are we talking about? Karine Jean-Pierre?
Screenshot, asshole.
We talking about Pete Booty Butt Juice? I love that. Fucking President Biden actually called him Pete Booty Juice. That was amazing. That actually fucking happened. Look it up. He called him Booty Juice. Secretary Booty Juice.
Booty juice, booty juice, booty juice, booty juice, booty.
Biden and his inner circle have been drawing up meticulous plans and creating a large legal network focused on wargaming a close election finish, in which the former president and Republican Party launched a scorched earth, big live field crusade. So many fucking buzzwords in this. Long before Trump began leading in battleground state polling, and years before he was declared 2024 candidate, the ex-president and many of his influential allies were already busy plotting ways to tilt the election in his favor. These year-long efforts conducted by both secretly and out in the open have already yielded tangible results for Trump and the conservative election denier movement. Can we talk about the progressive election denial? You know, how even Karine Jean-Pierre said this is an illegitimate president. Wasn't it AOC that was leading a chant, this decision is illegitimate? Wasn't it? Oh, goddamn. What was her name? Oh, yeah. Stacey Abrams. Didn't she say the election was stolen from her? I mean, there's a fucking 37-minute video of every single one of those motherfuckers saying it. These wide-ranging operations have alarmed the Democratic Party elite, who aren't just worried about Biden's sagging poll numbers, well, because the motherfucker's worthless. Numerous Democratic lawmakers, operatives, Biden campaign advisors, and administrative officials tell Rolling Stone that if the president does ultimately beat Trump this November, the election will be exceedingly close. I want to read that again. And the administration officials tell Rolling Stone that even if the president does ultimately beat Trump this November, the election will be exceedingly close. Full stop for a minute. I want y'all to sit there, and I'm going to prop my feet up. Let me turn this for a second. I want y'all to sit there and actually fucking think about what that says. Trump's poll numbers throughout everything have him fucking leading, except for like maybe one or two. Okay? They have him leading in everything. And you're going to sit there and tell me that even if Biden wins, it's going to be very close. Yet, they are setting up a campaign to stop Trump from stealing the election because the American people are overwhelmingly rejecting Biden. Hang your hat on that for a second. Let's go back. Over the past year, Team Biden has been conducting war games, crafting complex legal strategies. Oh, wait! I'm sorry. Wasn't Trump doing the same thing? And y'all called him an election denier and a fascist and a racist and The fake elector scheme, the alternate slate of electors that is used every single election just in case an actual challenge succeeds. They're not going to throw it back to the states to do this a couple months later to say we have a fucking president. No, there's an alternate slate of electors to say, okay, so the challenge succeeded. Throw out the certified. We'll go with the alternate one. You know what happened in the latest time, 1960, in Hawaii. Oh, we're just gonna forget about that. Okay, the fake elector scheme, ladies and gentlemen. Awesome. And devoting extensive resources to prepare for, as one former senior Biden administration official puts it, all hell breaks loose scenarios. The preparation includes planning for a contingency in which Biden's margin of victory is so razor thin that Trump and the GOP launch a tidal wave of legal challenges and political maneuvers to rerun his 2020 election strategy, declare victory anyway, and try to will it into existence. All right, David, before we continue, are you going to sit there and tell me that this motherfucker who literally stole an election
Okay,
is now saying he's going to steal an election again
Wait. He
and then
didn't.
blame Trump?
He didn't steal it. It was rigged. Okay, he didn't steal the election.
I'm sorry.
He couldn't
he
even get out of the.
fortified.
He couldn't even get out of the fucking basement. He can't even steal fucking candy. All right, this old man can't do a fucking thing. The election, it was rigged. They did.
Oh, yeah,
they
that it
used the
was.
system. They used the system against Trump, and they decided that they were just going to ballot harvest because it was legal. They were going to go. Sonny Houston. We're forgetting that Sonny Houston said that she voted for her son.
She said that.
So, what they did was they went around to grandma and grandpa in the old folks' homes and they gave them $10 to fill out their ballots. And they said, vote for this guy, vote for that guy. And they voted for this guy, voted for that guy. And they sent it in because they had no fucking idea where they were. They were still stuck on the plantation in 1937.
Never mind the fact that in all of these audits, they found duplicate ballots that were scanned 2, 3, 4 times. They found a whole bunch of shit, but let's forget all that, right?
Let's not forget that the Democrats were being racist when they said black people can't get IDs.
And they're too stupid to know they're too stupid to work the internet. So they can't find the DMV. They can't get IDs because they can't find the DMV because they're too stupid to use the internet. But yet somehow Republicans are racist. Come on.
The people who are the most about inclusivity are telling you you're fucking stupid. Don't be fucking stupid, people. Don't be stupid. Listen to what they're telling you.
In mass, they are now they are forgetting about the black community because the black community is like, hold up, you just called me stupid because I don't have the ID that's in my fucking pocket because I'm too stupid to use the internet.
Wake
Okay.
up, people. Wake up. This plan. It's a plan, folks. It's a plan. They're doing this shit on purpose. You think that they're not stopping these immigrants for a reason? What they are doing is they're planning for more seats in Congress. Do we not? Oh, let me educate you on something, on the reason for the Emancipation Proclamation
And the fucking Civil War.
and what the
Civil War was really about.
It wasn't about fucking slavery, you dumb fucks. And I'm talking to our own audience, and you're not dumb fucks, but if this ever gets out, this is what I mean to those people. It was about the amount of people and non-representation of people. Okay?
You know,
It
the
was
same
about,
thing we revolted against fucking British for.
so what
States' rights.
it was about that slaves were only counted as two-thirds vote, not a fucking person, just a vote, because they weren't landowners. Okay, so they were two-thirds the vote, and they were getting mad that they had all these the slave masters and owners were getting mad that they didn't they had all these slaves and didn't feel that they had enough representation. So they wanted the slaves to be counted as a person because they wanted the representation. So if the facto, take that to 2023, 24, when now they're allowing illegal immigrants in. And guess what they're going to do? They're gonna want them to count as fucking people, as American citizens, so that way, yeah, I said they're gonna want them as count as people. They're people, but you know what I mean. Don't take me out of context, you fucks. They're going to want them to be considered constituents of theirs, so they can gain seats. You know how many millions of fucking, you know how many of seats you can get with a couple million people? I think what is it? California is ready to probably gain 3 or 4 if they do this next time they do the census, and all these people are now U.S. or are here. Think about it, people. Once
You
again,
think?
history is
You think
cyclical.
that's not a thing? President Biden's immigration plan legalizes millions of undocumented workers. Hey, you've been here long enough, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just give them green cards. Oh, wait, that gives them the ability to have ID, right? Yeah. And what do you need to vote? ID.
ID. Identical. Identification.
Shit. And that means federal too, not just local. Where is it? Okay, let's go back to this one though. President Biden has been worried for a while now that Donald Trump is going to try to steal the election. If it's very close on election day, says a source familiar with Biden's thinking. Okay. They're doing it with Biden now. I guarantee you, Joe Biden is not familiar with Biden's thinking. Joe Biden is not familiar with Joe Biden's thinking. Enough with the bullshit.
Joe Biden stopped thinking in 1997, or whenever he had his skull bashed open, and they had to take a piece of it out.
Yeah, well, I mean, let's not forget about we already have an N-word mayor. We don't need any more N-words.
I don't want my kids to grow up in a racial jungle.
What was the other one? Poor people are just as smart and talented as white people.
Poor kids are just as talented as
Yeah, the kids.
white kids.
I like kids jumping on my lap because they like feeling my legs. I got hairy legs. Yeah, anyway. If that ends up being the case, we are also expecting the Republican Party to go into overdrive to help him steal it. We are continuing to build out the infrastructure to ensure that doesn't happen again. If President Biden wins and Trump and MAGA Republicans try to confuse everyone and sow chaos. After the 2020 race was called for Biden, Trump and much of the GOP embarked on a sprawling campaign, a blitz of lawsuits, rabid conspiracy theories, attempts to block certification, and slates of fake electors, we've already gone through that, to nullify Biden's clear win. This culminated in the deadly January 6th attack, where the only people that died that day were Trump supporters. The 5 Capitol Police that they say died after the fact. 3 of them actually fucking suicided themselves. 1 which Brian Sicknick, the dude that they heralded as, oh, he died. They killed him that day. Nope, he died the next day of a fucking heart attack, unrelated. Deadly? Weren't you all shooting fucking tear gas grenades and rubber fucking bullets into a crowd doing absolutely nothing but talking to each other? And you wonder why they got violent? Okay.
Dude. So I put a post up on TikTok, right, about this girl talking about that she should be getting paid a livable wage. And I said, maybe if they weren't taking all our, they weren't taxing us on everything we buy and do, that $14 or $15 an hour would be a fine livable wage. Tom, I'm going to talk about you on here. Tom Theodosian, whatever the fuck his name is. Your boss takes 99% of your value right out of your hands, but you're upset about the 0.03% you contribute to the pot. You're not supposed to eat the whole boot. You're just supposed to lick it, I thought.
All right. Let's take the obvious retardation out of that. Okay? That's not even worth talking about. You dumb motherfuckers are going to sit there and tell me that because you work for a company, you should get 100% of your fucking value, right? Never mind the fact that the government takes 37 to 40 fucking percent of everything you make. So you want to talk about licking the boot? There's your fucking boot. Number one. Number two. How is a business supposed to fucking function when 100% of the profit goes to the fucking people making that? And how are you going to open another fucking store when every bit of everything you make goes to the people that run the fucking that are working in the company? You open a fucking restaurant. Let's say you open a restaurant. You do banger, right? You're making $200,000. You're opening fucking year, and you spend all $200,000 on that business. How the fuck do you expand your business? How the fuck do you even add a new item to your list? You got a restaurant. Guess what? You sell burgers. You want to add hot dogs? Fuck you. Every bit of money's going to that. You can't add hot dogs. The easiest fucking thing. Which is, who was it that actually said Biden's going to lose because hot dogs are more... Bill Maher? Hot dogs are more expensive, so everybody's going to vote Trump. No, you stupid motherfucker. But no, how can you sit there and fucking say that? Like, seriously, how can you sit there and fucking say this?
Because he's fucking dumb. Tom, look at me. Look at me, Tom. I'm the captain now. And you're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot. 0.03%. Really? You really think that they take 0.03%? Apparently, Tom, you're a fucking moron. And your mom should have swallowed you. And once again, I say this sometimes. I said it before, and I got kicked off. I got suspended, or no, my video got taken down for it, and I got a strike. I agree with abortion in some cases. Tom, your mom should have aborted you. She should have.
My favorite saying, your mom should have taken it in the ass the night you were conceived. Because if she would have, she wouldn't have regretted half her life, and we wouldn't have to put up with your retardation.
This is Tom. Tom should be aborted now.
That's probably going to be... that's a violation. It doesn't matter. We've been going too long. They ain't even going to catch up with this shit. But yeah, I mean, come on, guys.
But this is what I'm talking about. This is how just dumb people, like, literally, like, you should have been swallowed. Yeah, Tom looks like he does swallow. So, I mean, future generations of Toms don't look like it's going to happen. But this is
no,
this is what I'm
future
talking about.
generations of Tom will happen. It is the
Probably.
dumbest fucking people that reproduce at the fastest fucking
He
rate.
looks like he fucks crack whores, and he gets him pregnant.
Well, those crack whores would abort for fucking crack. I mean, they're smoking crack. They're gonna abort anyway.
You're a dumb motherfucker, Tom. Just to let you know, if you didn't know, put the crack pipe down.
But it's true. If the government wasn't taking, I don't know, added up 60 to 70% of your fucking paycheck with taxes, yeah, we could all live on $15, $16 an hour. Here's an idea.
If women and immigrants stop taking our fucking jobs, maybe we could all just fucking live comfortably like we were for a long time.
I mean, I'm off location. I don't actually have the fucking document on this laptop. I can't show it. But there is a fucking document from the United Nations titled, what is it? Replacement migration. Is it an answer for an aging population, and declining population, or something like that?
We can go back to past episodes. We put it out on here. Go to a couple weeks
do
ago.
it every fucking time I have to talk about this.
Listen, madam, don't you fucking start with me. You didn't even want to go to work today, okay? So don't even fucking start with me.
Look, I have one monitor. This is my wife's laptop. Stop. I don't want to ruin a fucking laptop, all right?
Bite me.
But no.
People are just. This is what I mean. Like, people are just that dumb, and especially on fucking TikTok. I don't think he's a real person, to be honest with you. I think he's one of the bots that just goes on there and just, like, they have AI now, and that's what the people on that side say. So I don't even think it's a real person. That's why I had no problem showing it. But if he's a real person, he's a real dumb motherfucker. But, like, people really think that the government only takes 0.3% contributes to your contribution. I haven't even been drinking. Your contributions are 0.3%. You're right. I didn't, because of the condition you put me.
It's your fault, asshole. Well, look, he stopped breathing, so it is his fault.
She's not wrong.
You motherfucker. I did stop breathing, okay?
I'll never get over that. I'll never get over that. All right?
Nobody will.
Let's go back, because we ain't even done with this.
Yeah, I
in which Trump instigated. No, he didn't. That was the Capitol Police. And led to years of criminal investigations, various indictments, blah, 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 fucking blah, blah. Unlike when the 2000 presidential race came down to the single state of Florida. Nope. Sorry. The 2000 presidential race came to one county in one state. One county in the state of Florida literally gave the 2000 presidential fucking race to George W. Bush. You think I'm lying? Look at the fuck up. And the Republican Party was able to successfully halt the recount of an extremely close vote. This time around, the race could be much closer, and Trump's efforts appear significantly more organized. He also has more of the party's elite behind him, and his anti-democratic election lies than he had during the last presidential election. Okay. No. Trump's efforts appear significantly more organized. He also has more of the party's elite behind him. The party's elite that you're talking about is the same motherfuckers that said, hey, no, there was no voter fraud. Biden actually fucking... Even Tim Pool is starting to be like, maybe some shit happened. And he's been the most ardent motherfucker of saying there was no fraud. It was all ballot harvesting. And now he's just, in more words than one, saying some shit happened, ladies and gentlemen.
I love you too, babe.
Let's see. And his anti-democratic election lies. You know what's anti-democratic, ladies and gentlemen?
I know the answer. I know the answer. Trying to put your political opponent in jail.
Yes.
Oh, lying to the American people constantly.
And
trying to steal an election, having a shadow government try to steal an election for you.
And
what?
Hold on. Canceling Democratic primaries because you don't want your incumbent going up on stage looking like a fucking moron. Never letting anybody that challenges Biden have any bit of any mainstream media coverage. Marianne Williamson, Dean fucking Phillips. Did y'all know they're fucking running?
Ooh?
I don't think Dean Phillips is running anymore. Marianne Williamson paused her fucking campaign and then went back up again. They make it seem like Biden's the only Democrat and fucking involved in this election. There were 17 motherfuckers that stood up and said, I want to be president for the Democrat side. Including fucking, what's his name? RFK. That motherfucker ran as a Democrat and he's like, oh, so they're fucking me. Fine, I run as independent. That's anti-democratic. Not letting anybody stand the fuck up and say, I challenge you, is anti-democratic. But yet saying there was election fraud and here's how, here's why, what's going on, all those 60 plus fucking cases, most of them dismissed on merit. I'm sorry, dismissed on standing and not merit. There was merit to every single one of those claims, but they were dismissed on standing, which means, hey, you're bringing this lawsuit up, but nobody's been affected yet because the election hasn't happened. Oh, the election happened. Well, that's in the past now. It's already happened. It doesn't matter if you've been harmed by it. It's already happened. It's already been done. So I'm not hearing your shit. What are you supposed to do? File the lawsuit and immediately have the hearing the day of the election? Like, how is that supposed to fucking work out? If the 2024 election margins end up being wafer thin, that level of institutional backing could, of course, redound to Trump's benefit. Top officials in both the Trump and Biden camps are expecting an uncomfortably tight election outcome in November. Sources in both campaigns have told Rolling Stone on numerous occasions over the past year. How could it be wafer fucking thin when every poll except maybe one or two shows Trump winning by a wide fucking margin? Everything you see as far as the news is concerned is Trump is ahead, but it's supposed to be wafer thin? Mind you, we just heard about 10,000 fucking ballots coming up out of nowhere. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about these. It's right there in front of your face, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to look at it. Advisors to both candidates say they expect the race will turn into a margin of just tens of thousands of votes in a handful of key battleground states, if not a single state. One Trump advisor says they have privately told ex-president and presumptive 2024 GOP nominee to anticipate an electoral knife fight to the death. Wait. Isn't that a call for fucking violence? I mean, if fight like hell is a call for violence, saying a knife fight to the death is more of a call for fucking violence. Wait. The hypocrisy is off the fucking charts already. Knife fight to the death on and likely in the wake of election day. Team Biden's in-house counsels and network of outside lawyers are currently preparing legal strategies for scenarios involving recounts that would make, in words of one Biden official, make Florida in 2000 look like child's play. So because in 2000, George W. Bush files lawsuits to sue one county and one state for recounts so that he takes the entire state, no matter what the rest of the state says. No, it's that one county and that one state that actually, they're the ones that decide the entire state. And that's going to make it look like child's play. Something sounds fishy, does it not?
It's all fucking projection. It's all projection. Do we not know what happened in 2020 is all projection?
I mean, it's been all projection for the past, what, since that motherfucker came down the fucking escalator. It's been all projection. Everything they said Orange Man would do, they have done themselves. Including Nancy Pelosi saying that he would cause a military coup. Then after January 6th, where she waited 71 minutes to actually swear in the National Guard that she could have done the night before, but didn't, the National Guard that they said Trump didn't call in, but it now came out that, yeah, he did call in 10,000, but they took 5,000 because of optics. They couldn't be armed. They couldn't be armored. They couldn't engage with the crowd in any way. They had to wait 71 minutes to be sworn in to actually even do anything. Then came to the Capitol roughly around 6 o'clock that night after everything was done. Barricades were already up. They took some pictures, drove around for a minute, and went home. Ladies and gentlemen, she went to the Joint Chiefs of Staff the next day, and even Mark Milley himself, fucking self, the I want to understand white rage motherfucker, looked at her when she said, "You don't listen to the President of the United States no matter what he says, no matter what happens. Do not listen to his commands because he's crazy, he's insane, he's going to launch nukes, he's going to do all types of shit." Mark Milley himself looked at her and said, "Ma'am, if we did that, that would be a military coup. We can actually stop unlawful fucking acts from a president. We don't have to listen to that. But if it is lawful, we have to listen to that." That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The then Speaker of the fucking House, third in line for the fucking presidency, went to the Joint Chiefs of Staff the next day after January 6th and attempted a military coup that she was screaming Orange Man would fucking do. Wall Street Journal broke that. You want to look at it? Wall Street Journal. What is it? A coup of Pelosi's own? Yeah, that whole fucking story. Read it. Sources in and around the president's legal and political operations say the Biden campaign's current wargaming is informed by questions aides asked themselves in the wake of 2020 election. What if there's a rematch in 4 years with Donald Trump? What do we do if Joe Biden wins and Trump tries to steal the election again? Biden world? What? Biden world spent a lot of time pondering such a scenario even before the 2020 election. Hold on. Let me read that sentence again. Biden world spent a lot of time pondering such a scenario even before the 2020 election. So if Trump tries to say, "Hey, there was a lot of voter fraud. Your fucking vote doesn't matter," they are literally trying to turn this into a fascist country and everything. Everything that he fucking said, they already had an answer for before it fucking happened. So this shit was planned way in advance. January 6th was planned. way in advance. Why? Oh, why would the government plan that? To say Trump's an insurrectionist and he should be kept off the fucking ballot? Capitol Police engaged the protesters. Capitol Police fired tear gas and rubber bullets into a crowd that was doing absolutely nothing but standing on the fucking Capitol grounds talking to each other because they did not know that the barricades were broken 15 to 20 fucking minutes before Trump was even done speaking. And in Stevenson's own words, a group walked up to the barricades and immediately broke through. There was no lead up, there was no argument, there was no tension build up. They immediately just attacked the barricades. Doesn't sound like a Trump supporter to me. Sounds like a setup. But okay, we'll run with it. In the months leading up to November 2020, Trump offered repeated public signals that he would try to delegitimize any outcome in which he lost the election. As the threats mounted, Biden's campaign brass became preemptively working through different nightmare scenarios. That prep work accelerated in the final weeks of the campaign as an armada of lawyers, numbering in the hundreds, sketched out various unconventional scenarios in which the then president tried to cling to power in face of defeat, according to the current and former senior Biden campaign officials. Biden campaign officials said, hey, this motherfucker's doing all types of shit to try to stay in power because we cheated in the election. Democratic aides walked through a range of authoritarian possibilities, including one scenario in which Trump called out the National Guard either as a show of force or an attempt to enforce his fictitious victory, the sources say. Another scenario involved game plans for how to handle Trump's refusing to leave the White House the day of Biden's inauguration, even if the swearing in had already concluded. Wait a minute. I may be intoxicated here, but wasn't there a whole thing about Trump not leaving the White House?
I think your internet's is fucked. Oh. Is that you or me? Can you guys hear him? Because I can't hear him. I think his internet was just like, nope, we're done. They cut him off. The government got him. He's just looking to the side right now. He's frozen. Oh.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, are we back?
I've been here. You're gone, buddy.
Well, I've been talking this entire damn time.
Yeah, I know.
Apparently, there's been some problems.
Yeah.
What was the last thing you heard from me?
Democratic allies?
Democratic allies. Okay, goddamn.
We can't even see. Oh, there you are.
Yeah. I ran off because I had to actually fiddle around with some shit. I came back to look here because nobody was saying anything and everything was spinning. Okay. Democratic allies.
We're either gonna have to get to the Rumble soon or postpone it to the next day because this chair is fucking killing me right now.
Yeah, mine's doing the same. All right, so how about this? We will finish this at another time. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are we going to do the off-label Helldivers thing this weekend?
Yes, we will do because listen, I tried. So I downloaded it for this. I got it for the Steam Deck, right? I've already gotten to a point where I'm upset at it because I have to configure the fucking joysticks. I can't. I have to put the W, the A, the S, and the D on the joysticks.
Okay, so when you actually get in front of a computer, it'll be a lot better.
I have to get, but no, it's not going to be a lot better because now I can't use the fucking my controller.
No. When you actually have a computer, you can put a controller up to it. It is controller compatible.
So
you won't use a Steam Deck. You use your actual computer. It'll be fine.
Yeah, because I also got fucking whatchamacallit, Battlefield 2024 because it was on sale. By the way, it was only $40 on Steam.
What, Helldivers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive.
No, it's pretty fucking fun though. But ladies and gentlemen, this weekend we're going to have an off-label gaming night. We are going to play Helldivers. It'll be me and Davey, possibly Scott. Scott may be jumping in as well with the whole thing. We will be setting that up and getting that involved. Basically, what we're going to be doing is shooting shit, and as we're walking around looking for things, we will be talking a lot of bullshit politically, and yeah, there's going to be a lot of.
You know what? We'll Hasan Piker it and talk about the fucking. We'll pretend to kill ourselves and tell everybody we hate them.
It's going to be a thing because you can't turn friendly fire off.
You motherfucker. So
if I send down an orbital strike and you're in the way, you're dead. Oh, it's going to be fun.
But yeah, we can talk about. We'll do the Rumble only section. We'll do the Steven Crowder thing this weekend. Because there's so many fucking twists and turns, and this fucking chair is so uncomfortable right now.
It is.
That's what I tuned out a while ago because my back was just like, hey, compression, ow. But yeah.
We okay. We'll finish this up. I'll probably even make a little once I get home. I'll probably make a little video about this and release it to the off-label YouTube and Rumble. For that, we'll put that out there as far as that is concerned. But we've already gone 3 fucking hours. It's going to take a little bit longer, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go to Rumble only. You got 3 minutes. Make the best of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the mainstream narrative has become cancerous to society. Currently, there is no known cure, but doses of other treatments have shown some promising results. Off-label use has been authorized.